Hello, everyone, and welcome to TCH Live for this, the final table of the Pot Limit Omaha event here at Texas Card House Dallas for the Leap into Spring series. We've got 9 players here remaining at the final table out of 272 entries, creating a prize pool over $141,000. Here's a look at today's payouts for the Pot Limit Omaha event. Right here at Texas Card House Dallas. $600 buy-in, 272 entries as we mentioned. Here are the prizes we'll be handing out today with $31,000 up top for these 9 players. So as you can see on this beautiful felt with the Dallas skyline, the players are underway. Johnny in the box for tonight's final table. And we are all ready to a flop.
Betting 35,000.
That in the 6th seat is C-Mag, and that is also our chip leader there in the 6th seat. 2.8 million she'll start today with. Going around the table in the 1 seat we have Deanne with 1.9 million. In the 2 seat we have Hayden, 1 million. Zach is in the 3 seat, a TCH favorite amongst some of the mixed games we see here at TCH Dallas. For Andrew, 800,000 for Andrew, and in the 5 seat we have Jason with 915,000, and of course we mentioned our chip leader there in the 6th seat, that's C-Mag, nearly 3 million in chips. Andrew Dingy, the champion of the Big O event here at Texas Card House Dallas. He is in the 7th seat, Sung in the 8th seat, and Steven, our short stack, will be at 325,000 in the 9 seat. So you see that button there in the 9 seat to get this final table started. It looked like the first hand, our button started in the 8 seat. So our blinds here are 15,000 and 25,000. C-Mag going to bump this one up a little bit. Looks like 90,000 to go. Andrew didn't want to play his queens right there, just lets him go.
Raise 225,000.
Sung with a 3-bet from the cutoff. Now this is a PLO structure, pot limit betting. And of course these players will be given 4 cards in their holdings. And of course standard Omaha rules apply where you play 2 cards and only 2 cards from your hand. And of course, sometimes that gets a little bit tricky to our Hold'em players that want to play 1 card for a flush. Of course, that's not a flush in Omaha. You got to have two cards of the same suit in your holdings to make a flush in Omaha. We'll keep a close count on those player chip counts as those graphics pop up. Folks in the booth do a great job keeping you updated on these chip counts. We are now in our 3rd hand of the final table. I am RJ Dupree here at Texas Card House Dallas. Thanks for joining us. Already 48 players here, 48 viewers coming in on YouTube, checking out the final table here today. So we appreciate you guys. Make sure you're clicking like. Make sure you subscribe so you get caught up on all the information coming at you from Texas Card House. So here we go. Steven, the short stack in the 9 seed. He's going to make it 100,000 to go. He gets a caller from C-Mag. 995, the flop, and C-Mag, of course, holding that ace-9, deuce-3, will take a huge lead. Leads out. Steven will go all in, and he will need to find one of the remaining queens here as he is in trouble. He can catch running 5s or a remaining queen.
guys? My guys?
Turn is an 8 of clubs and the king of clubs on the river. Runner flush pot and knock Steven out. So that'll be our first knockout of the final table. Here's a look at those payouts.
I told you I'll take second. You can bust everybody.
Great run for Steven, outlasting
I'm coming 6.
263 players. He's finishing ninth today for a prize of $38.30 in this $600 buy-in Pot Limit Omaha event at Texas Card House, Dallas. So just like that, it takes 3 hands to find our first knockout. And we are down to 8 players, 15,000, 25,000. The blinds.
Raise 65,000.
And the 5-seat H-Town JB, bumping it up to 65,000. Men click and some change. C-Mag already starting this final table very active. Got the chips to do so. We're going to go to a flop 4 ways for 65,000. Correction, it looks like 3 ways as Andrew folded there. Jack 9-7, all clubs, the flop. C-Mag going to land the best of it with her queen high flush. H-Town JB leading out with just a straight here.
Big man? Alright. Calls 240.
I just knew you would fuck it off.
Yeah.
To win?
Not.
Was that a compliment?
Okay, correction. That there is 1 spade on that flop, but a club has indeed hit the turn. Bad news for H-Town JB. He'll check it. C-Mag going to bet out. And take it down. Shows the queen 3 of clubs. Shows the flush.
It absolutely is.
I'm not going to do anything to start it.
Good fold for JB.
Roger, I'm not kidding. I want your action in the mystery bounty.
Player chip count, C-Mag still building up over 3.5 million now.
To be honest,
my
you're
first
lucky.
final table was the preload
Yeah.
bounty. I had a lot of bounties.
The end, DZ in the 1 seat, 1.9 million. Sung and Hayden also over 1 million. Everyone else
You'd probably be like
below 1 million going to be fighting it out for those short stacks here. 8-handed.
So I think that one's the 6th person.
It is your action.
Once again, that's Johnny in the box getting the party started. Some of the greatest dealers in the game right here at Texas Card House. Dallas coming from all around the country, all around the world
Raise to 60,000.
to help form this team right here in Texas Card House, Dallas, and TCH Social in Las Colinas. A raise to 60K from Sung here with the suited ace-9, 7-8 double suit. Doesn't want to see diamonds. He gets the heart flop here. King. Our graphics are playing with us here a little bit. It looks like we got a heart flop. Indeed we did. He will lead out 50,000. Those blue chips right there. 25,000 each. You get a good look at them right there. The white chips, 5,000 each. Sung still holding bottom two and nut flush draw here as the three of diamonds has hit the turn. Those red chips right there will be the those will be the biggest chips in play right now. Those are 100K each.
Or different games.
Yeah.
Or different.
Nice little pot right there for Sung. He's built up to 1.8 million now. Third in chip stacks. And of course, in a pot limit Omaha tournament setting, it's always nice to be able to get those pots out in middle action like that, so you can prepare for the blinds and prepare for position. Position is so important in a 4-card pot limit structure. Makes it pretty difficult to sneak in those pots from out of position and even middle position. Andrew knows what to do with the button.
60,000.
He'll bump it up.
Holding
60,000.
Calls on 6. Heads up to the flop.
Jack 10, 3, 2 hearts. Not a terrible flop for our 4-seat
Check, check.
Andrew. Well, pardon me. And the graphics, Andrew obviously going by Sorry Mirko tonight, so we'll have to work on that. Sorry Mirko. I failed to get the email there, but Mirko turning a straight there, but 3 hearts.
35,000.
35,000 from C-Mag on pretty much a bluff here. Mirko will make the call with his straight,
You have 3 of a kind trays with an ace. 9-8.
and he'll find the good news that his button hand is a winner.
Like freeze. Don't touch it.
So C-Mag tried to steal that one there a little bit. But at that price, Mirko didn't want to go away, wanted to. Had a little showdown value with his straight, and by golly, took her down.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
From that view up above the table, you can see the button in the 5-seat now.
Full fold all the way to 2.
Lines are 15,000, 25,000, so it is 25,000 to go here.
Fold. Calls. Option. Raise to 75,000.
75,000 to go. So the blinds are getting big enough that some of these short stacks will be running into some pot to stack ratio
Checks.
situations. Several of these short stacks
80.
in their stack holding 12 blinds to 20, 25 blinds. So not a whole lot of wiggle room. And Andrew right here being one of them.
320 is a full bet.
He has bet 80,000 and sees the check raise from C-Mag. She will raise it up here with her ace, king, jack, 6. Little 3-card Broadway wrap there on the queen 10-5 flop. Andrew holding a lot of the blockers here, but you can see by the equity this is almost an even race. With 2 cards to go, C-Mag actually holding the slight edge, even without the pair. Andrew really could have used some clubs on this flop to get after it. Without the clubs, he's only holding 48% equity and then facing the check raise from C-Mag.
Just once.
He'll make the laydown, and she actually shows the ace king jack.
Definitely.
The mega.
Can you tell?
Hey, Don, can you tell Donovan
Our 7th seed Andrew, he knows
no break? Okay, so it's
that it was a
15,
bit
30,
of a
right?
race right there.
Can we take a break?
15, 30.
A PLO crusher in the streets of Las Colinas. And he is the one that won the Big O tournament just a few days ago to get this leap into spring series started. While they're dealing out these cards, we will remind everyone the leap into spring series is still going on here at TCH Social, Texas Card House, Dallas. The main event started today, an $1,100 event, 50,000 in chip stacks, 30-minute levels. In that event, the triple draw is finishing up this evening. And that is what we're playing for right now in the Pot Limit Omaha event. 31,000 up top.
Raise.
So folds her out to the button for C-Mag, and she will indeed bump it up. 105,000 to go. Our blinds have gone up here in hand number 8, so you see the increase there in the raise. There is reason for that. Blinds are now 15,000, 30,000. So it's 105,000 to go. Button and big blind see a flop. Sung will check as he has landed top pair, still holding his pair of 9s. King, deuce, 5, the flop. Rainbow, not very draw heavy. Pretty spread out. So Sung will check and call.
Heads up.
Small continuation bet there from C-Mag, 90,000. Scare card on the turn here for everyone as it's the ace of spades. Brings in the wheel, brings in a Broadway draw, and of course the spades. C-Mag really not holding very strong holdings here, but she will represent the scare card from her button position. Putting some pressure on Sung, and Sung makes the call. Jack of diamonds. So now we have the wheel out there. Now we have Broadway out there. Another rough card for Sung as he is holding King, Queen, 9, 9.
200 is about.
Just a lot of hands get there on this run out, so it's going to be tough to call with one pair. And his 100% equity does go into the muck. Well played for C-Mag.
You're my new favorite PLO player. It used to be my wife, but now it's
Turn your mic
Hey, you
on
remember
there.
you're on camera, right?
you kind of remind me of her. You're just crushing.
That's a good example of a tough spot. Tough spot to know that you're 100% in your equity on some of these runouts in this 4-card game. Top pair can quickly turn medium on a runner like that with the overcard and 2 different straights getting there.
Fold. 30.
C-Mag in the cutoff just calls here.
Heads up to the flop.
3 of 1 suit there for C-Mag. Might have talked herself into not raising with having 3 clubs. We get a flop of deuce, deuce, 6, a 3 on the turn. Not a whole lot going on just yet. 9 of spades on the river. And ace king actually leading the way here. No pairs, no draws for anyone. Pardon me, she did hit a 6. She shows her 6. Which was also good. Look at the aggression frequency chart. How often are you raising? How often are you applying pressure to your opponent? C-Mag leading the way here with a huge chip lead. She's 84%
You might be Kim's favorite player.
aggression frequency.
Raise to 60.
She's like, I want to study or not.
Zach under the gun with 3 aces. Now I have a suited ace 9.
Thank you.
Not a fun starting hand. Under the gun, we'll see how he chooses to play this. He has min raised to 60,000. Andrew double paired. Jack, Jack, 10, 10, but no suits.
I don't want it.
Folds. 3 players.
All right, so we're going to have 3 players go to the flop. King, deuce, 3, rainbow again.
Betting 120. Fold.
Pretty good flop for Zach. If you were going to hold, if you're going to take on the table here with 3 aces, pair of aces in your hand, at king, deuce, 3 is a pretty friendly flop. There we go, a nice little pot for Zachary under the gun. So now he'll have a little bit of loose change here for these blinds to come through. 15,000, 30,000 here in hand number 11.
Figured I was going to lose the trip 3s there or something.
Of this final table of the Pot Limit Omaha event.
Seen her with 3s. Watch out for the 3s.
Right.
Watch out for the 3s.
I see you. I saw you stack that guy with 3s. 3s. And you almost folded 3. You're like, no, I can't fold. He just busts the set.
Well, because it was
He
only
flops 3
half.
pair and she just busts the set.
With my 3.
Huh?
With my 3. One
That-
of his
you
skills
had-
is my
you
3.
had you had 3, she had 3, Jack 7 rainbow. I was like,
Trying to listen to a little bit of conversation from these
I
players.
should have folded 3, but
Of course, some of the conversation's always fun to catch at these events. Cash game last night was wild on TCH Live as those players were full of conversation amongst some other beverages as well. Had a great time here at TCH Live with Eric Van Loosen. TCH Live After Dark last night was a hot mess. Here we're going to the flop with Zachary and C-Mag.
Alrighty, Pat.
King, 9, 6, rainbow. These flops are being awful friendly right now. They'll get warmed up here shortly. C-Mag's going to bet 130. Zachary will check and call. King of clubs pairing the board. On the turn, C-Mag now turns trips. She will bet again. 300,000, and that should, in this hand, Zachary doesn't want to mess with it. He's got 470,000 remaining in his stack.
Yeah.
C-Mag off to a fantastic start on this final table, playing well and running pretty decent as well. It's always a good combination and a good time for it, as the final table can make you a little bit of money. So we are down to 8 players. The players guaranteed a $5,000 payout with 31,000 up top. 272 entries in this one. We are down to 8. H-Town. JB flaunting the Houston cap and the Texans shirt. Supporting his hometown teams in Houston style. C-Mag getting to play a lot of hands right now. Hayden will call from the button, just a limp. Brings in the small blind and the big blind. Off to the flop we go. 4 ways. Ace. Pardon me, that's not an ace. That is deuce, deuce, 7. 2 diamonds. Deuce, deuce, 7. Jacks are still probably holding the best of it. I didn't get a great look at those cards. 9 of hearts on the turn, so we bring in both red flush draws here. So yeah, not a whole lot going on equity-wise. Zachary and his jack still holding the best of it. He has actually let out 60,000. Everyone else with dust, they just fold and go to the next one. Nice little pot for Zach. 560,000 now. When he needed a little lick, he got one. So that we can see our bottom 3 players there, 500, 500, and 500. Those 3 will be on the move very soon. As pot, the big blind now, 30,000.
I mean, how good do you have to be to do that?
So those guys obviously less than 20x on the big blind scale. Approaching 15 big blinds in their stack. They will be looking to move very, very soon. C-Mac makes the call. Under the gun. Andrew's going to raise it up. He's double suited and booted. King, queen, jack, 5, hearts and clubs. Here you go, a lot of dust behind Andrew. So now he finds himself heads up in position going to a flop. Deuce, 3, 4. Not a great flop for Andrew. 4 high with 2 diamonds. Yeah. See if he wants to continue this with 430 in his stack. King, queen, jack, no pair, no draw. Just lets it go. C-Mac shows her hand. Shows it's that was indeed her range, even though under the gun. Landing a little bit of a hand and stacking chips again.
We're just adding a little more detail.
You're the big blind, Margaret.
Don't forget, coming up, a $600 buy-in main event at Texas Card House Spring in Spring, Texas, just outside of Houston. A $400,000 main event for only $600. That is going to be March 6th through the 17th, that main event. Near the end of that, make sure you check out TexasCardHouse.com for more details. That's going to be a juicy one for only a $600 buy-in down in Spring, so you definitely want to be keeping an eye on that. Speaking of keeping an eye on that, Mirko waking up with aces, 10-6, suited in the heart variety, on the button. It has folded to his button. He'll bump it up to 75,000. C-Mag not going to let him get away for free. We're going to see a flop. Ace, king, 3, rainbow. Pretty good flop for aces on the button. Not a whole lot of draws for C-Mag here. She does have that wheel draw hanging out as she's holding 4-5. 8 of clubs on the turn. Checks it over to the button.
Betting 110.
Mirko going to bet this time. He will bet and safely take this down. Couldn't find a big customer, but he'll take the pot. Mirko now up to 915,000.
Okay.
So now here we are, hand number 15 of this final table of the Pot Limit Omaha event at Texas Card House, Dallas. 114 YouTube viewers. Thank you, each and every one of you. I am RJ Dupree. Thanks for joining us here at Texas Card House, Dallas. TCH Live. Hayden thought about it. 7-6-5-5-1 suit.
90.
Folded it. Probably a pretty good thing with the aces sitting right behind him. Aces double suited for Zach. Ace, ace, king, 3, clubs and spades. H-Town JB with a decent hand. King, queen, queen, jack. No suits for H-Town JB. Of course, C-Mag, she's going to stick around as well. This is 90,000 to go here. Andrew doesn't want to mess with it. 60K to go, as he's only holding 400,000 in his stack. King, 3, 4, rainbow. Good flop for Zach here. Up to 62% of equity in his double suited aces.
$250.
250 is a bet.
Goes verbal style on that $250,000 bet. 250,000 chips anyway from Zachary. H-Town doesn't want to mess with it. His hand goes into the muck. C-Mag considering things here with a gut shot. A pair of 7s in her hand. She'll throw it away, makes the lay down. We'll go to the next one. Zach grinding his way.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Was it 3s again?
Up a bit as he's having a nice lap of the button right here.
Just wanted to know.
Picked up a nice pot under the gun. Now here he is picking up a nice pot in the cutoff.
Well, then I had a bag going.
On to the next one. Of course, just a small blind and a big blind in the Pot Limit Omaha events. No need for any antes, as these players have 4 cards. So 4 cards with rising blinds, that keeps the action plentiful to where antes aren't necessary in a Pot Limit Omaha structure. Ace, queen, jack, 6, double suited for C-Mag. There's a raise coming, I imagine. 100,000 to play. Keeping the pressure on those short stacks behind her, but she will find a customer here in Sung with king, king, 6, 5.
She's doing very good.
King, 3, 4. Sung, a big time flop right here as he is open-ended and top set. He will check it. Gets a check on the flop. Jack of clubs on the turn. Sung checks again. This time a bet of 200,000 from C-Mag. Ace, queen, jack, 6.
The pot is 215.
C-Mag picking up a little bit of equity there in that turn as
815 is a total bet.
a 10 would now give her Broadway.
Dang it, I thought I had a wrap.
You thought you had a wrap?
I have a gutter. I thought I had 10.
Not so much of a wrap, really just kind of a gutter ball there. And a pair. She will lay it down. Sung picks up some chips.
Save your chips for another hand.
I don't tell him. But I still had a bag. Whatever, dude.
RFI raised first in. CMAG leading the way there at 31%. Sorry, Mirko, 19%. And the shorties down at the bottom trying to hold their own. Not getting to raise much as they're down around 14, 15 big blinds. Hayden under the gun with King, King, Jack 7. 2 spades.
Calls 30. Call 30.
All right, under the gun calls. +1 calls. We'll see if we can get some pot building action here from the shorties.
Call 30. She actually on 100
And to the big blind.
5 players.
5 players to this flop. 150K in the middle.
Checks. Check.
Boy, our graphics are really throwing us some curveballs here. That is deuce, 5, 10, 2 hearts.
50,000 is the bet.
So we have a few heart draws out there. I see 2, one for Zach, one for DZ. Hayden has a little bit of option here as he's really just holding the overpair of kings, so not a very strong hand there. You can see that that overpair of kings was only 16% in equity, so he makes the fold correctly. Ace of clubs on the turn. So now clubs coming in the back door. Guess who? CMAG, the only one holding clubs. She'll also have a gutter with that 6-4.
I fold.
Folds.
Zach's going to let his hand go. DZ now. Holding top pair. CMAG with 2 pair, a gutter, and a club draw.
Heads up to the river.
8 of hearts. DZ finds the nuts on this river with the 8 of hearts. Big flush in effect. These two come in the final table. 1 and 2 in chips. Definitely know their way around a PLO game. Probably have seen each other play throughout the tournament. She will make the call. Find the big flush of DZ, and he will pick up a juicy pot here. 1.25 in the middle. That is a huge pickup there for DC. DZ, pardon me, DN. So there's our going to showdown race. Showdown percentages anyway. Only 3 players have gone to showdown so far. CMAG, Mirko, and DZ. Hayden, Zach, H-Town, JB, Andrew, and Sung. They have found a few spots to splash around. Sung, of course, chipped up a couple of times without a showdown. So that is always nice. Zach has as well. H-Town, JB, and Andrew off to a rough start here at this final table. We'll see if they can get the building here.
Calls 30. Fold on 3. Calls. Call on 6. Holding on 7.
Mirko calls the 30K.
Tell them.
Queen, Queen, Jack, 10. Nice, straighted hand. Of course, it's a little disappointing when you see 3 cards of 1 suit, but
Skip that one now.
definitely call worthy.
3 players to the flop.
3 players to this flop. 3, 4, 6, rainbow. All these rainbow flops, it's going to be hard to see
50,000.
blood in the water for all these sharks. We keep getting rainbow flops. C-Mag once again with a big number of equity on her name. A754, she'll bet it out, take it down. On to the next one. So we mentioned the big tournament coming up in spring. Also, you want to check out Texas Card House Houston. This one coming up in April, over 1 million in guarantees. It's the Poker Atlas Tour. We've had Poker Atlas Tour here in Dallas. Something very similar going on. 16 events, April 10th through the 22nd. That's going to be at Texas Card House Houston. The Poker Atlas Tour, a great event. If you're down in Houston, this will be on the Westheimer location. And you definitely want to be checking those out. Go to texascardhouse.com to be checking out exactly which events you want to go to when this bad boy gets kicked off April 10th.
I want to take a smoke break, but my defense can go down.
Back to live action here at the Pot Limit Omaha final table.
Oh, yeah, that's
For this leap into spring series, Texas Card House Dallas.
taking breaks 20% of the time.
I want to take a break, but I don't even see the break line.
Oh, that's true.
That'd be-
Can you tell them?
There's no more breaks
Why? They should add a break since we lost a break.
when the.
You can all agree to it.
Yeah, yeah.
They
That's,
said we can agree to 5-minute
gotta
break.
break.
Well, I need a 5-minute
That's
break.
only for like chop talking and stuff.
No, they said we could
that's-
do
When
5-minute
we started
break.
the stream, there's no more breaks. But as a table, you guys could agree
I want to
to
break when this level's over.
certain time. Calls 100.
I'm fine with that.
So we got a few hands here. Zach has betted up from the big blind. He had 2 limpers. Actually, he had 3 limpers, and then he was able to bump it up. So we'll go to the flop. It looks like heads up, Queen 6 deuce 2 spades. C-Mag and Zach to the flop. Zach will lead out.
Yeah.
Looks like 120. And C-Mag will raise a whole bunch. She has landed top pair. Ace of spades blocker. So not a ton here. She's landed top pair with ace kicker, and she wants to go after it, and Zach makes the lay down. 70% equity there. C-Mag's aggression taking down that pot. And of course the equities in Pot Limit Omaha run a little closer than what you're used to seeing in the Texas Hold'em games. So that, a 70-30 split on the flop, is actually a pretty big spot there to lay down for Zach. You find yourself more often in the environment of 60-40, 55-45. Equities run quite a bit more narrow in this game than you see those 70-30 splits you see frequently in Hold'em. So that was a monster play there for C-Mag to get that one through. Sung going to raise this one up, ace, king, jack, 6. He's double suited. Nut hearts, king of clubs. Hayden with the nut clubs right behind him and a pair of deuces, but he doesn't want to mess with it. He lets it go. So Pot Limit Omaha tournament, you see a lot of hands like that getting folded. Obviously, Pot Limit Omaha cash game, that hand would never get folded with the nut clubs and a pair. That's what's fun about Pot Limit Omaha tournaments. You have to be a little bit more strategic about those spots and when you want to get in there. Andrew has shipped here, all in, ace, queen, 7-4. He's going to have a nut spade draw. 7-4 is going to have the gutter ball there for a 6. He'll have some pair outs as well. So he's holding 52% of the equity even though he didn't have a pair. 7 on the turn. That's going to bump him up, I believe.
Oh! I had 8 full.
You're going to look for Donovan, okay?
Almost
All right.
lost 2.
Jack on the river, and that will pick up the pot for Sung. And just like that, Andrew, our favorite dinghy from TCH Social, he will hit the rails
And then it messed up my defense.
in 8th place. Great run for Andrew.
No, you still got them.
And of course, he is the Big O champion here at TCH just from a couple days ago. So it has been a big week for him. He finishes 8th here with a prize of $5,050. Very nice run. And we are down to 7 players now in this I live in Omaha, $100,000
I didn't
guarantee.
want to fold because of my VP goes down.
The player's now guaranteed a prize of $6,500, all the way up to $31,000 up top.
Don't forget, he loves you then.
Calls.
We're gonna knock both of y'all out.
Big shout out to Andrew. Great run. One of our favorite players from TCH Social, one of the homegrown guys. So it's great to see his success this week here in our Leap into Spring series. He's having a great week.
Check.
Four players.
Back into action. We're going to go to the flop 4 ways here.
Check, check.
30K apiece. That's 120,000 out there in the middle. Deuce, 8, 9, 2 diamonds.
80.
80,000.
Me, C-Mag going to lead it out with her pair of deuces. Does have a gut shot there with that 10-6. Really able to apply some pressure to her opponents, picking up some nice pots and some low equity spots.
Might be running low again.
Someone may have to play back to her soon before she runs away with this thing.
30, yeah.
Let's go, Drake.
Go, Drake.
A couple of Dusty holdings up front there. Hayden with the suited King 4. Dusty, Dusty, Mercure. Dusty hand on the button. And frankly, another Dusty hand for H-Town JB. And indeed, we see a walk.
You got to walk.
I got the loot.
So not only is she playing well and running great, she gets a walk in her big blind here.
King six.
Hand 23 of the final table. We're down to 7 players. 15,000, 30,000. There's the raise first in, RFI percentages.
If I don't play my
C-Mag
blinds,
cranking it
that's
up on him. RFI up around 24%.
Because you put the chips in it.
It only counts.
Doing an
against the-
excellent job at handling that big stack.
Or you don't ever put chips in.
When you have that nice stack right there, you can really apply pressure to those shorties behind you. And man, it really just kind of bleeds them out. Andrew, there in the 7th seat, found that out kind of the hard way as he
Tell me to auto call.
couldn't get any wheels turning, especially sitting right behind her. Zach's going to call with a Jack-Jack 10-6. Mirko, Ace 6-3 suited
Raise.
in diamonds.
110.
He will definitely bump it up. Looks like 110 to go now. C-Mag. She doesn't want to fold without seeing a flop. She'll go make the call. Zach lets go of his jack. So Queen 8-7 deuce versus aces here. 10-5-5 flop, pretty friendly for aces. He holds a whole bunch of that equity at 95% as C-Mag has landed squadouche. Big whiffer here, but she'll lead out. See what's going on in Mirko's hand. $155,000 into this pot of about 280. So Mirko will make the call. Now we have a pot of 590,000. So Mirko right at 1-to-1 on stack to pot ratio here. C-Mag. C-Mag again will lead out. That turn is a 3 of spades, not the club. So that actually closes out C-Mag for being able to win the hand according to the cards. But of course, she's still betting. Trying to take this one down. That's 260,000 here, so Mirko really in a pickle. He's going to have to all in or fold at this point. Holding a large percentage of the equity, but it's a tough spot. And indeed, he makes the lay down. Mag again. Applying incredible pressure. Stacking some more chips for C-Mag. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Nothing can go wrong. And really now, it's going to be very tough to play back at her without a big hand. These guys are going to have to play back at her. The hardest part here at this final table so far for her is just stacking the chips. Man, I haven't got to check out the chat today. Let's see. Anybody out there talking to us? My goodness. C-Mag. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Nice job. What a beast from Kimberly Fortini. Mitchell A. Frank in the chat. Man, I've been missing everything. All gas, no brakes, indeed, for the 6th seat. Just cranked it up on them.
Nader for the 1-2 pill and Nader.
Yeah, stay there. Total bet is 245.
I need a 4 on 9. The 8s, huh? The ochos.
Yeah, great to see you guys checking in on the chat. 141 of us watching on YouTube. Lisa Tex One knows a lot of these players. Great final table. Yeah, this event really had a ton of PLO crushers in it. So here we are, still 7-handed.
Go ahead, table 23.
Raise 105.
C-Mag making it 105 to go, this time with King, King, Queen, Deuce, suited at diamond variety. Ace, King, Queen, 7 for Hayden. Let's see if he wants to step up here with the nut hearts in his hand. Ace, King, Queen, 7.
If you fold on this one, it'll still count on you.
C-Mag feeling it. Applying pressure and starting to talk a little smack as well. Ace, Jack, 10, hearts. All hearts. So both players have flopped Broadway here. Hayden will have the flush draw advantage. So that giving him the extra 8% there in equity, 58 to 42%. Jack of clubs on the turn, pairing the board. It's never easy. C-Mag picks up some equity there, but King, Queen here will indeed lock it up, 50-50 on the equity. The river goes check, check. I flopped it. I flopped it. There we go. A little nervous there that Hayden, making sure Hayden's seen it. They both did indeed flop it. We'll chop this one up. Make a little lunch money, and the button goes to the 1 seat.
I was like, hold on, let me look back at it.
C-Mag playing Kim style out there. Indeed. Crushing and stacking, crushing and stacking. Girls know what's up around here. Of course, a lot of the TCH players know Know Kim to do that very thing as well.
James, your boot is here, James.
Calls 40. Calls 30.
Yeah, great to see the chat popping up now. Outstanding job in the booth tonight from Richard Greenberg. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate those kind words. Got a few players making the call here. 30K, 30K. Some limpers will go to the flop 4 ways. 120,000. 7, 4, 10. Rainbow. These cards on their best behavior. Top set for Soong here. He'll make a bet. 60,000 into 135. DZ's flop top 2. He's not going anywhere just yet. Top 2 and a gutter. Top 2 and a gutter in a bad spot there. Only holding 8% of the equity as his top 2 are dead. Soong holding top set. He'll need the gutter ball to continue. C-Mag picking up some equity here on this deuce turn.
Yeah.
So she'll pick up some straight outs. I guess not any more than she had on the flop. That deuce 3-6. Still looking for a 5. 3. So Soong bumping up his bet here a little bit on this turn. 240,000 now to go. He'll have 1.8 behind. Scary card here, Jack of Clubs. One of the best straight cards you could possibly get here if you're holding 8-9. That is connected solidly with this river, but DZ now holding top 3 pair, not 8-9. Soong will check. It goes check, check. No bet from DZ. Soong will show a winner here with top set. Fading that nasty, nasty river. So he'll pick up 795,000 in that pot. After one heck of a scare from that Jack of Clubs. Here's our pre-flop raise. Charge 24% for C-Mag. Zach trying to get in there, 15%. Mirko as well. And our shorties down there at the bottom trying to wait for their moment to try to get that double up. 7-handed here.
$40,000 call there. Calls 40.
Love watching C-Mag here apply this pressure. Just called the 40,000. Blinds are up now, I should say. 20,000, 40,000 now. So she's actually just calling there. So we'll go to a flop 3 ways, 40,000 each. Queen, Jack 3, 2 clubs.
Check. Check.
Not a whole lot of connection here from the players. Zach holding the best of it with his king, queen.
Betting 60,000.
He'll still hold a large majority of that equity at 89% right now. Not a whole lot out there from his opponents. C-Mag not ready to go away just yet. She's picked up some outs with that deuce on the turn. She's open-ended now. And she's actually applying pressure again. She's raised it up. Ace 9, 5, 4.
Heads up to the river.
Check.
Jack of spades.
John W. for 1, 2, John.
And I believe she bet 100,000 there on the river. That got called by Zach with his one pair. He actually, I guess river's two pair. Top. His king queen is indeed the winner.
Oops.
Kind of an interesting play there on the river.
What a turn.
She definitely wanted to represent a big hand there, but Zach was running low on chips. So she tried it at a cheap amount. Zach made the call.
Calls 40.
Calls the 40 under the gun. 3.4 million now for C-Mag, so that pot didn't hurt her too much. Still a large chip leader, and DZ here, second in chips at 2.2 million. He will raise it up.
Yeah.
120,000 now to go. 3x on the blinds.
We have like little less than 3 mil. Little less than 3 mil. Just 100K.
Are we taking a break?
I'll be down after.
Hi. Can we call the floor?
Where?
Because I kind of took a taste.
Oh, hey, what's up, bro?
If we take a break,
So it looks
I
like
may or may
I'm
not.
short stack.
Well,
Hanging in
looks
there.
like C-Mag's trying to discuss a break in here as they've skipped one earlier here to get this final table started. She is still holding a hand,
Yeah, but
by the way.
everybody already got up, so it doesn't really matter.
You weren't trying to smoke.
I've been trying to take a break. I'm trying to.
I just want to do like a 15-minute.
Try to keep that VPIP up, she says.
Calls 120.
And indeed she does. She'll make the call here and see the flop.
Yeah. But let's just heads up. Play this guy slowly until the guy gets it.
Ace, Jack, 10, Rainbow. Neither player likes this flop. DZ holding the large percentage of the equity, but it's going to be hard to know it here. Bets 100K.
Do you guys see any of them out there? I hit the button, but no one's.
C-Mag lays it down. We'll go to the next one. But now in the 4 seat, I think there still is a little bit of discussion here as to if there will be a break coming up or not.
You guys want to take a 10-minute break?
Connor Fritz, a big Johnny fan. Yes, Johnny in the box tonight.
10, but I mean, I'd rather like 6. We just got off a break, really.
Yeah.
Johnny's a rock star in the box.
They want to take a break.
They wanted,
Oh, you want to take a break? What time is
I think it was 6.
What time is it?
I'll
They
wait.
need, that we wasted so much time in this blind line.
They want to take. They all want to take a break.
Okay.
Yeah, because we just went on a
Keep
break.
dealing.
It's only been an hour. We had an hour and a half before. We got to plan this like
The marvelous Donovan coming over to make a judgment on whether we are taking a break or not. The answer, I believe, is no. No break right now.
We never agreed on a break. He just left on his own before.
So we are not under a break. 2 players have left the table.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's all right. Action will continue.
Can you go find her, tell her?
I did tell her.
Yeah, okay. She might think we were on a break. So.
Okay.
He's kind of smart.
Hey, I'm a big fan of no breaks. You know, I just making your bathroom stops is just kind of part of it, right? Bad beat. That's part of the luck. As an old man that has to go to the bathroom all the stinking time on these early starts, if I start at 11 o'clock, get me some coffee. That dealer button might as well say go pee on it. The struggles are real. So I know these guys are having a little bit of issue with that right now, so everyone's kind of taking advantage of when they're going to take their own personal break. Showdown percentages, DZ up to 40% now. Hasn't played a ton of hands, but when he does, he goes showdown with it. Really fun lineup we have here. H-Town JB, ace, ace, 8-4 here on the button. 8-4 is suited. The aces are not, so he'll settle for ace, ace, 8-4 little hearts.
$100.
He's bumped it up to 125,000 to go. As we know, the small blind is away from the table, so he's just facing the big blind here. Soon, a small pair and nut hearts, ace 6-6-3. He'll make the call of 125. He wants to see a flop. Deuce, 5-9, 2 spades and 1 diamond. Once again, a flop with no draws here for us. H-Town JB firing again on his aces. Pretty safe flop here. We've talked about how PLO, sometimes the equities will run narrow. But man, these boards really whiffing for us here. We're still having situations with large percentages in between these equities, 73 to 27 there. Is this game soft or tough? Is it worth me to learn this game from zero now on? I say yes. It's a fantastic game to learn. Really, when it comes to playing PLO or Hold'em, I like to tell people whatever fits your brain the best, whatever you're more comfortable with. You definitely want to experiment with both. Some players, very few players really, are able to just excellently excel and enjoy both. So a lot of times your brain will be fit for more of one or the other. I think I'm still able to enjoy both, but when I look at my charts tell me to play more Omaha.
We're folding all the way to 2.
So hopefully I answered your question in a little bit of a fair way there, Mr. Chung Fong. You can find some soft games of it.
40.
This in a tournament structure definitely makes it a little awkward. So they're doing a lot of things today that you would not be doing in a PLO cash game. So here we go, hand number 32 of tonight's PLO final table. This is RJ Dupree. Kim asking who's on the commentary tonight. This is RJ Dupree. Get to do a lot of commentating, mostly with Eric Van Loosen here in the booth, but he's left me here by myself for this final table today. 4 cards PLO tournament, 7-handed now. Zach has raised it up. Under the gun with the aces again, 7-9, no suits here. Pardon me, he does have ace-9 of spades. C-Mag makes the call, so we're heads up to the flop. Can you hear the cat again? Thank you, Kim. Thank you for the nice words. Doing a phenomenal job in the chat as well. King 10-5. C-Mag has landed bottom set here. She will probably go after Zach here. Zach's still holding 670,000 in his stack, so not necessarily in total panic mode just yet, but he does indeed lay down his aces. Gives way to C-Mag.
Whoops, wrong one.
That's him.
Mark, not so wee-wee in the chat. Thank you very much for stopping by. 166 viewers still on YouTube. Thank you guys so very much. Make sure you're clicking like, smashing subscribe. Don't forget TCH game scenario, 9 for 99. The special still going on at TCH Social here at Dallas. TCH Social is in Las Colinas and Texas Card House Dallas. You can go One special at each club every day, 9 for 99, running through the month of February. That will end this week, so you want to make sure you catch up on that this week.
Raise.
Happy Leap Day to most of the viewers out there. Tomorrow, Leap Day. Always been a big fan of Leap Day. Every 4 years, I get to think about how cool it is. C-Mag raised it up to 90,000 with her King 10-8-7. She's in the hijack. Soon going to stick around. King, Queen, Jack suited in diamonds. Hayden keeps getting teasers on his button, but just can't quite get in there.
3 players.
3 players to the flop. Deuce, deuce, 5. Zach holding a deuce here, so he'll take the equity advantage. Checks under the gun. C-Mag checks as well. Over to Soon, holding the King, Queen, Jack. Generally, deuce, deuce, 5. Often a friendly flop for those big pairs, kings and aces. Want to try to find out if there's a deuce out there. Sometimes there is one in that big blind position. Sure enough, Zach makes the call.
You were like 180 behind?
Yeah, I would agree there, Chung. He probably did put her on King 10, Queen Jack, something like that, or possibly a set. He just knew those aces didn't hold much equity there on that flop. So at best, he's racing in a very close equity situation. So Zach is check raised on this flop, trying to put an end to this hand. Knowing that there could be a pair in Soong's hand, he wants to end this before something crazy happens. He takes advantage of that deuce. He'll pick up a pot, and on to the next one we go. So Zach on the up and up over there. He's grinding up a little bit for sure.
I used to Brent.
After he was very dangerously low. Now he's just a little low. H-Town JB, 620,000. So he'll be looking to move soon. C-Mag still over 3 million. She's crushing. She'll make the call with King, Jack, Jack, 7. C-Mag, Zach, and Mirko. Mirko, one of my favorite PLO players, back from the Tulsa area. He's a Tulsa crusher originally. Grew up in some of those mainstream Tulsa games that put out some stars. Those PLO players from Tulsa don't mess around now. They can stack some chippies. C-Mag again applying pressure after she is flop middle set on this ace jack deuce flop. She'll bet, she'll take it down. $20,000, $40,000 here at the final table. Pot Limit Omaha event, Texas Card House, leaping in the spring. Checking out the chat. Thank you guys once again for the kind words. Yeah, I'm stuck in here by myself, but that's okay. We're going to make it. Sent out a few invites tonight. One of my favorite invites, I think, got shot down because they went and jumped in the main event over at TCH Social. $1,100 buy-in for that event. $50,000 in chips, 30-minute levels. And of course, the final day 2 will be Sunday. Final table on Monday for that event. It's going to be a big one.
Black or red?
Heads up.
Black.
Betting 60.
H-Town Hub here picking up a 3-card wrap on the turn with that middle pair. I guess he's just open-ended with the middle pair. Deuce of spades on the river, big old brick. Ace King 9-5. Ace King top. One pair will get it. H-Town picking up some decent equity on that turn, but big old brick of a deuce on that river, no avail. And guess who stacks some more chips? C-Mag putting it on him. Kim says the PLO poker gods love the ladies. Can't deny it here today. All right, Hayden has found a hand to get in the action. He makes the call of 40,000. Ace, Queen, 10-8 was suited. Ace 8. H-Town finding a suited ace as well and a small pair. He has Ace, King, 5-5.
4 players.
Queen, 5-3. H-Town has found middle set with his pair of 5s. But it's all red.
50 is the bet. 50,000.
C-Mag gonna bet out with her bottom 2 and a diamond draw. Hayden just landing top pair, doesn't want to mess with it. Mirko open-ended with nut flush draw here. We could see some action. Raise pot, he says.
310 is the bet.
So here we go. H-Town Hub landing middle set. We'll see what he wants to do. He wants to get his chips in there. So now C-Mag only holding 1% of equity, and she will make the call. Her hand in a little bit of trouble here. Bottom 2 and a small flush draw. Facing middle set from one opponent, and a big flush draw from another opponent. Mirko also open-ended over there with his 6-4. So he's still holding 43% of the equity without a pair. Here we go, setting a whole bunch of draws. Jack of hearts, no damage. Does pick up some outs for C-Mag. 7 and the 6-4 will land for Mirko. That is a straight.
Make the main pot here real quick. 400, 400, 400. The main, the side pot is set of 5s.
So we'll count out some chips here and see if H-Town has anything left. He does indeed. He had Mirko covered by a little bit. So for the first time tonight, the guy is able to stand up a little bit to C-Mag. Mirko, the big beneficiary of that. A full triple up for him. Chung called the set of 5s on the win, but they couldn't hold as the straight came out there for Mirko. Set of 5s did hold for a small side pot, so H-Town still in it. DZ has raised to 100,000 with his King 9-4, suited King 4 of diamonds.
Yeah, Jack wasn't bad turn.
C-Mag in the small blind position. She will make the call with her King Jack 10-6.
Yeah, anyway, we gotta gamble.
Heads up.
Has a suit of
Yeah,
hearts. 3, 7, 8, rainbow.
Betting 65,000.
She leads out for 65. A lot of lead outs coming from that 6th seat. Mag is really putting on the pressure. DZ makes the call disgruntledly, even though holding the overpair. And the 9 of clubs. Big turn for C-Mag as she now holds the nuts with her Jack 10 and every bit of the equity. She insta-bets, gets a call from DZ even though he's drawn flat dead. She'll bet again. Looks like 325. Jack on the river, really a terrible card for DZ, so he'll just lay it down. Hardest part of that pot, once again, stacking the chips for C-Mac.
That whole table did it.
Yeah.
Everyone was scoring.
Yeah, all the short sides.
Like, if you like this stream. I agree, Lego. Thank you very much, Chunk, for hitting the like. 162 viewers right now on YouTube.
First flag.
That bag was like calculator at some point, and everyone.
Make sure you subscribe to this channel, TCH Live. You want to make sure you're catching up on everything we have to share. It alerts when we go live. Of course, cash games during the week from Houston and from Dallas.
Whoever you said.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah, I bagged the most. I bagged like 6.
Okay.
So everyone bagged like.
C-Mag going to bump this one up from the button. Ace, King, Queen, 8, 3 diamonds.
Can't be a lot of left on. 100.
100,000 to go. We're heads up.
Heads up.
King, 7, 9, 2 hearts. No players holding hearts. It's a fair fight. Now, this is a little more typical of what you see in Omaha generally. 51 to 49% in equity. The aggression from the button, the aggression from the position, and from the player. She'll take it down again. C-Mag wins another one. So we're still 7-handed here. Final table of this Pot Limit Omaha event. 272 entries in this tournament. Down to our final 7.
It's too much light exposed.
C-Mag making the call. She's played just about every hand, I'm pretty sure. And really, it hasn't been too dusty for her. She's actually landing some hands. And when she does whiff, she's able to apply enough pressure that these guys just aren't able to hang. As we've seen some dusty holdings. Well, this one going down monster style as we check our way to the river. Now she will bet.
45 is the bet.
Looks like 45,000. Hayden makes the call, ace 10, 9, 4. He has 2 pair ace 9. She has 2 pair ace 9. And again, these two will chop another one.
That's the one you were 3 bullets back.
It's hard to beat you, so I'll stop with you.
Way to go.
I made 10K.
You each made 7,500.
So you can see there, Sung in the 8 seat, plenty of chips. He's away from the table. Looks like he'll make it back in time to see a hand. All 7 players present for this one. 20,000, 40,000 the blinds. Early position, not a lot going on. H-Town finds himself with ace, king, 10-3. Ace, king of diamonds. He'll bump it up. It looks like He is trying to make a stand here.
No, 140, I think. Yeah. 140 is right. 140 is right.
So there you go. He is open for the maximum of 140,000 with just a little lunch money behind.
Variety pack.
240 is not the back.
Alright, TCH family, just want to say a big thank you.
So H-Town raised it up to 140,000. C-Mac gonna min click it here to try to see if she can isolate his stack. And so far so good, as it is rough looking cards behind her. Zach holding King Jack Deuce Deuce. He doesn't want to mess with it. So we got some dead money. We're heads up. We're gonna get to see some hands here as we go to the flop. C-Mac gonna take a shot at H-Town JB. You can see the equity there running very even, 52 to 49.
Diamonds are coming.
It's funny that you have a whole live card.
Aids are live, and the middle connecting cards
Yeah,
will
none of us have this.
probably be advantage to C-Mac.
Uh-oh.
2 diamonds, 5, 6, 8. It is indeed middle, but it's 2 diamonds.
It's a diamond.
Once
Yeah.
still a fair fight. The king has landed on the turn. That's going to give ace, king, 7-9, the big straight for C-Mag. She's flopped straight.
All right, thank you.
It's never easy. As diamonds go whiff, whiff, H-Town does go runner, runner, 2 pair, but no good when your opponent flops the straight. C-Mag with another knockout. And H-Town will be done for today. What an exciting, excellent run for him. He has finished 7th in this event, $6,500 prize for him. Congrats on that massive run, outlasting 263 players. And then there were 6. C-Mag, 3.6 million now.
It's gonna happen. It was gonna happen. That's it? I thought you did at least like 10. I did, yeah, but I thought you at least. Yeah, I thought you did at least 10. She said she only knocked out like 8 people today. Yeah,
C-Mag in straight crusher mode. She's got 2 of the 3
by now.
that are gone from this table. Down to 6 players.
I've seen like everyone you've had.
Everybody whiffing on this board.
Just hoping I don't get
Zach
When 2 tables left.
actually turned a wheel, but
All short tables.
Broadway also available. So many times you'll see that in PLO hands. When you have a wheel with that ace coming out, all it takes is 2 Broadway cards for there to be a wheel and Broadway available. So it's always a fun and unique situation when that happens. His wheel takes that pot down without any resistance. The bet on the river takes it down. On to hand 42 of this final table, 20,000, 40,000, the blind level. So a playable hand there, but out of position, under the gun, didn't want to mess with it. Hayden, ace 6, 3, 5, suited ace. See if he wants to mess with this. Small connecting cards with the suited ace. The massive chip leader in the big blind right here. So Hayden just makes the call. Zach makes the call from the button with Jack, Jack, 10, 7. C-Mag with queens, double suited. I doubt she will check it. There we go, 100,000 more into the fellas. Zach with about 690,000 behind, so it's starting to get a little tight over there in the 2 seat as he now has 590,000 behind as he makes the call. To the flop we go, 440,000 in the flop. In the pot, pardon me. King 10-5, 2 hearts. Pretty good flop here for Hayden as he's landed nut flush draw. Jack, 10-7. Not a lot there for him.
135.
C-Mag leads out 135. Applying pressure. Nobody holding a king here, so she's actually holding the best pair, but Hayden's going to have a lot of equity here as he has landed bottom pair and nut flush draw.
I think I was the favorite.
He was indeed the favorite, and C-Mag lays this one down. Possibly still a little sore from that earlier pot where she got in a little bit of trouble with Mirko. But that has been her only misstep of the day. She's still cruising well over 3 million in this final table. Massive chip leader. DZ second in chips, about 2 million even.
Raised to 100.
Hayden, ace, queen, 9-3. Again, a suited ace, but really no connection there. A little bit of connection, but harder with those 2 and 3 gappers. DZ raises it up, king, jack, 9-8. Suited in hearts, deuce, deuce, 4. Flop. Seen a lot of deuces. She will bet out. She's playing a lot of hands, so it's easy for her to represent some of these ugly boards from the blind position, and she's doing a fantastic job of it. Marvelous job of being in blind position, saying that's my range, get out of my pot, whether she has it or not.
SBR for the 1-2 below. SBR. Go ahead. 2.
Still 191 viewers right now. We're 6-handed. This, the final table of the PLO event, leaping into Spring Series, Texas Card House, Dallas. We're going to see a limp pot right here. Button limps, small blind completes, and button checks it 3 ways to the flop. King, jack, 3, rainbow again. C-Mag with the best of it here, 55% of the equity. She will bet her button. Top pair and some gutter ball action for her. C-Mag hitting the turn, now has 2 pair. Her opponent checks to her, she'll bet, take it down. Wants to see if that straight is out there, and C-Mag hanging on to that unicorn. That is one lucky unicorn. I agree, Kim. I wouldn't let anyone touch it the way it's rolling right now. She and her napping unicorn making this look easy for now, but we all know it is not this easy. Never, never easy. She's just doing a remarkable job of making it look that way. She'll raise again. 90,000 to go this time. Queen, 10, 10, 5 for her. Ooh, and DZ holding some of the same stuff with the move up. Queen, queen, 10 for DZ. Hayden, Jack, Jack, 6-4. 50,000 to complete as he is in the big blind. So some incredible pot odds there. He'll make the call, see a flop. Ace, 3, 5, 2 clubs. DZ holding the clubs with his queen, queen, 10, 7. He has queen, 7 of clubs. 6-4 for Hayden. He's open-ended with his jacks.
70,000.
C-Mag just going to represent, see what's going on over there in the boys' corner. DZ not ready to go anywhere just yet. Makes the call. He's holding queens with the queen high flush draw. Second nut flush draw. All right, that prices Hayden in enough to see the turn with his 6-4 open-ended. 6-4 open-ended connects on this turn. Bingo, bango, 7 of spades. So 6-4 now holding the nuts. As we all know, the nuts in Omaha are never safe. He is now holding 82% of the equity with 480,000 in the pot. He has about 1 million behind.
That's 480.
Bets 480. C-Mag will lay her hand down, and as does DZ. So Hayden picks up a big one there. Juicy little chip up for him.
Blinds are up, guys. 25.50.
And blinds are up. We'll move on to the next level here. Hand 46 of the evening, 6-handed. It's true, not so we got to take care of them. They're never safe.
Cost 50. Raise 150 is the best.
Lego, I would agree. DZ's out there were only a club. He did have all the clubs there, just facing a straight. But not the best spot to be in with only one card to go.
Come on, Jack, take it down.
How you doing, buddy? Doing all right. Are you in the tournament? Final 7? That's good.
Play for stacks, they say. Always on the verge.
Can you skip Zach? Can you scan them?
All right, we're 6-handed here. Blinds are up to 25,000 and 50,000. So it's going to be easy to do the math there to see how many blinds are in our stacks.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're good.
Is it my cards? They're waiting for the...
Oh, they have to. You need these recipes scanned. Okay. We're
Good?
yeah, we're good now. Yep. Fold.
You want to play high-low back?
I do.
We can only feel
Well, I missed the high-low tournament, so then I figured I needed to play one.
Calls 150. Heads up.
All right, we have made it. We're heads up, waiting on some technicality issues there. But indeed, we've made it to the flop. Heads up. Bunch of Broadway holdings, and we get a raggedy old flop 6 high. 2 clubs.
I play over at Las Colinas a lot too, though.
They have it a shuffle?
No.
Oh.
This is like PLO and stuff. I play a bomb pot
DZ
over
with
at,
1 blocker of the 5, but
the other place.
not a whole lot going on here. Board pairs on the turn for diamonds.
A little bit, yeah. You always find a way out. There's really not a way out in Omaha.
C-Mag, look at this fun hand. Actually holding 100% of the equity without connecting to the board. King, Jack, 10 deuce.
Yeah, I'm going to try again.
DZ's going to bet 250,000.
I don't know. Yeah, I played the
Very interesting spot here for Mag.
I think I missed that one, but I did play the Big O for the WSOP, and I played both Venetians, and then one of the $600.
You didn't play 10K?
I can barely win a
Once
small
again,
tournament
playing
for
a
10K.
lot of hands here, like all of them.
I was playing that 1025
She could have-
though, when they ran it, of the Big O.
I saw that running, yeah. It didn't look like a great game.
ATC or AFC in her
Yeah, the good
holdings.
part about Vegas is people to start, you get them drinking and stuff. Opens the
Does she
range up.
want to take advantage of this
Yeah.
raggedy flop?
Oh, yeah, when they ran it at Las Vegas? No.
Thought about it, makes the laydown. So a nice win there for DZ as his holdings were indeed not connecting there, but very nice pot for him to take down. Looked like Mag was trying to sniff it out there, wanted to make the move, but couldn't quite get it going, so DZ stacking it up.
That one's yours.
Yep. You gotta catch one.
170 viewers on this, the final table of Pot Limit Omaha. Leaping into spring here at Texas Card House Dallas. The series continuing to run on through the weekend. The main event starting today. Triple draw still going on out there right now as they are probably approaching their final table as well. Texas Card House Dallas hopping. TCH Social over in Las Colinas hopping as well. Still plenty of time. Come on out and play some cash games tonight or this weekend. Ace, King, 4 this flop. Hayden landing the best of it with top 2. Couple of gutters for the other players. They just fold and go away and on to the next one.
No, now we probably. What?
And of course, as we mentioned, the main event started today here in the Leap into Spring Series. Over 1.8 million in guarantees. We've crushed that all week long. TCH Social in Las Colinas, Texas Card House Dallas. The main event starting today, an $1,100 buy-in. You get 50,000 chips in starting stack, 30-minute levels.
3 levels.
Day 2 will be Sunday with final table on to Monday. Leap into spring. Still time. Plenty of flights going on the rest of the week. 2 flights every day. 1 at Dallas and Las Colinas. This is what we're playing for today. We're 6-handed now. Players guaranteed a prize of $8,200 up to $31,000 up top. Player chip count, C-Mag now down below 3 million, pardon me. Sung and DZ over 2 million. Hayden finding his way up to 1.6.
It's going to take longer.
Urko and Zach still hanging in there. Good look at the 6 players and the 6 stacks that we have remaining here.
We got 6.
Looks like we may have some sort of a pit stop here. Clock has stopped. And we have hit a player requested break, so we'll We'll take a short break. The video will remain right here so we can see when the players come back. I'll be able to take a break as well, so we'll play some music here as the players are on break. Everybody make a quick pit stop. We'll be back in just a little bit to complete this Pot Limit Omaha tournament, Texas Card House in Dallas.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what he was saying. Yeah, that's Donovan said the same thing. Yeah, well, no, but with the
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TCH Live. The players have completed their break, and we are back to getting cards in the air very, very soon. Let's see. Take a peek right there. You can see my guest right here, Justin Hammer.
What's up, y'all?
From the Poker Atlas Tour. How's it going, Justin?
Oh, it's another day in paradise. I was just playing a tournament, the triple draw tournament that they had here. I decided to, punt off all my chips so that I can come be in the booth with you and talk a little pot limit Omaha.
Yeah, I saw the triple draw down to about 5 players or so now, so they're complete. They're near the completion of that bad boy.
Yeah, down to one less of me in that tournament. For sure. Yeah, but
they missed you, I'm sure. Well, how's the Poker Atlas World going? I know we got an event coming up at Houston.
Poker Atlas World is going very well. We got quite a few events coming up. We're going to be doing one in Vegas here in not too long, but yeah, TCH Houston. Oh wow, we'll talk about it in a sec. My boy Sung is in. He came and swept me in the tournament, and every time he did, things got better. So I'm hoping I can help him out a little bit. He's got kings and tens here. He's behind,
facing the raise of Mirko, and Mirko's been pretty snug today, so that might keep Sung in check here. Also, whiffing on this board might keep everybody in check. Jack 10's going to hit something. Nope, no one has Jack 10.
2 jacks. Board is paired.
Ace, Jack, Jack. Mirko's going to take it down. So yeah, our boards really haven't cooperated much for stream action tonight. They've been kind of quiet.
Well, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, but we have a series coming up at Texas Card House. It's going to happen in April. Oh, yeah, there it is. April 10th through 22nd. Over $1 million in guarantees. I am looking forward to coming back to Houston. That's kind of where I came into Texas Poker, was in Houston. It's one of, if not the, favorite place to be around poker. Just everywhere I've been in my career, Houston has some of the nicest people. They have some of the best action. It's TCH is obviously a great place to play poker. So a lot of pluses. Whatever you are into, we are going to have something that tickles your fancy for that series. So whether it's mixed games, pot limit Omaha, no limit hold'em, big events, I'm very much looking forward to it. So check that out in Houston next month. 2 months, a little over a month, I don't know. April 10th through 22nd coming up.
Yeah, and it's cool. Some of the not so mainstream games are gaining some popularity. You mentioned the mixed games and Congress, Big O, stuff like that. There's in these big events, they're starting to have all those tournaments for everyone to find something they can play in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I obviously like playing the mixed games. That's where I came from right before in here. So I generally try to make tournaments that I would play myself. So we got flush draw here, DZ, 7-eye flush draw, Ace King 4 board.
Yeah, once again, kind of our holdings have missed on this board. The Ace King will slow down everyone except C-Mag. She will not slow down when her opponents check to her. She has been applying pressure a lot at this final table.
One thing that Margaret's never been accused of is slowing down.
And she has been putting it on the boys in this one so far.
When she is in her element, she is hot fire. She is well known in the Houston circles. She plays a lot of poker out there.
I assumed she was Houstonite because I wasn't familiar with her,
yeah.
But some people were.
She's well known in some of the Facebook groups over in the Houston chat.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, she likes to not slow down.
There we go. Checking in on the chat. You've got some fans out there, Hammer. Love it. Kim and Elena.
Hi, Kim. Who's Kim rooting for? Anybody? Just even? Rooting for everybody even? What do you think?
She's been rooting for the lady, I think.
Oh, not the guy with the same last name as her?
She might be rooting for him a little too.
Hi, Kim. Good to see you. Alana, hello. Yay, mixed games. I will see you soon. I assume you were going to be at the series in Houston. Alana, look forward to seeing you. There's the chat right there. I didn't see it. Okay, I got it. I've got this figured out. It's been a little while.
Right? Every time I step in here, it's kind of a hot mess trying to figure out where everything is that I once learned at one time.
What up, Hammer? We going to see you at Thunder in a few weeks. Yes, I will be at Thunder Valley for the WPT Rolling Thunder in Sacramento, California. I assume they're fine if we talk about that, right? It's way in California?
Yeah.
Yeah, during not any of the series that are happening at Texas Card Houses, so you should play those if you're...
Yeah, and sometimes events across the country will pop up in our chat because we have viewers and even chat people in here as well sharing information with us from all across the globe, if you will. So it's been fun to check in on some events going on around the country, so it doesn't hurt too bad, I don't think.
Margaret with the Ace King 6-3, one suit.
160.
Coming in for a raise.
Suited King 6, Ace 3 offsuit. That's all it takes for her to come raise it up and take it down.
Rice, don't worry, you didn't get me in trouble. We're good.
All is good.
Yeah, we're not going to. I actually have a busy schedule coming up. I'm going to lots of different places in a very short period of time, and we'll be gone from home for quite a while. And wherever it is you are, wherever you play poker, chances are I will be coming your way. You stay where you are. I'll come to you. But we're going Vegas to Sacramento to San Jose to Miami to the Bahamas to Houston.
So the Poker Atlas Tour is growing, growing, growing.
We're going from there. We'll go to Grayton, actually from there we go to Washington, then to Grayton, then to Sacramento again, and then in June we'll be in Florida. So
very nice.
Yeah.
All sunny spots, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. I say across the globe, but I mean all the good spots.
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
Yeah. Got nothing in any of those flyover states coming up yet. They will soon, and then I'll stop calling them that. But for now, we don't have any.
Yeah. We got 3 players to this flop. Queen, Queen, 5. No players holding a queen here. C-Mag going to lead out. Take it down. She has played fantastically today. There was one little misstep where Mirko was the beneficiary of that. He's in the 4 seat. And other than that, she has been straight up crushing.
Went to showdown.
Going to showdown value, so that's the percentage of how often they play a hand. And they make it to showdown.
It's well named. WTST?
They crushed it. So yeah, and a big kudos from me as well when you guys were here in the summer Poker Atlas Tour. I was very impressed. I had an opportunity to get to play in the main event.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And played all day Friday and all day Sunday. And then, of course, worked quite a few events as well. And I finished 41st, so I got to stick around a little bit on Sunday. So I had a ball doing that for a nice payout and working the tournaments, playing in the tournaments. You guys were rock stars, ran it perfectly, very well.
Appreciate that very much. Yeah, word on the street is we'll be back here soon, but that is yet to be determined. We have a few months in between now and then. As we see C-Mag, is that what we're calling her?
C-Mag is the screen name for today.
Okay, C-Mag, that's her name, C-Mag. And we're going to get it all in here. She's got King, Jack, Jack, 9 with the suit going up against Ace, King, 9, 4. 3 hearts. These are the exact hands that I would be up against when I was playing the Doogie a little earlier, actually. Got a flop coming. Jacks look like they're still ahead.
No queen. No queen for Zach.
Zach looking for an ace or a king.
Still looking for ace or king now.
Heart doesn't change anything. Still going to need an ace or a king or...
Drawing slim, the 8 of clubs, pairs the board.
E-Mag takes down another one.
Mag's still crushing.
Margaret is in beast mode, says Alana. That is correct. Beast mode.
Another knockout for C-Mag, and like that, we are down to 5 players.
What do we guarantee? What do we got here? Oh, yeah.
There you go.
We just hit the 5-digit club.
So yeah, with 5 players left, the players are guaranteed now 10,000, 5 digits for this $600 buy-in. And of course, Zachary, a nice finish there in 6th place. He'll finish with 8,200.
Nice run, Zach. Nice. Very nice run. It's tough.
Yeah, great run for Zach. Good to see him have a nice run in this tournament. I think I heard him talking earlier that he kind of missed out on some of the mixed events and the Big O, and he likes to play a lot of that stuff. So it's good to see him make a run here in the regular PLO event since he kind of missed out on his juice. And he's one of the local players right here at TCH Dallas. So if you play a lot of mixed games around here, you'd obviously know who Zach is.
C-Mac called out of the small blind. Sung checked the option. King, queen, 7 flop. I think there's trips, but the hands went away. There they go. Sung,
Trips, indeed.
Sung has trips.
70.
C-Mag is drawing dead.
Drawing dead, 0% equity.
And betting.
And most of the time when she has 0% equity at this final table, she wins the hand.
All right, let's see what happens
She has
here.
definitely been picking on the boys.
I have seen Sung do some pretty spectacular things at these live stream final table. He won quite a few events that did commentary for in Houston, at a Houston property in Houston.
Very nice. Yeah, it's fun to see these folks come in from other areas, even if I don't know exactly resumes or what they have done, but getting through 270 players is no easy task. So I figure these guys know their way around 4 cards.
Wonder what Sung's thinking about. Yeah, I can't. Oh, he is raising. Margaret looked like she snap called.
She snap showed anyway. Let's see.
You got 3 sevens.
Oh my god, I thought I had a 7.
She did.
She
snap
thought
call.
she had a 7. Okay.
I see.
See, I told you, when I was playing the triple draw tournament, Sung would come up and he would watch, and whenever he was near me, I would start doing well. So now it's only fair if I come and I sweat and I do a little commentary for him. He just, you know,
gets a misread from his opponent. A little extra juice right there.
Gets snap called by Jack High and PLO. You know, that's.
Yeah, we just shared some misread stories on a stream a couple of weeks ago, and of course they're horrendous. And,
Mystery stories?
Oh yeah.
Are you allowed to tell them, or are they still?
Let's see.
A mystery?
I had a nasty misread story
Okay.
about a month ago in a PLO game. The river, I'm out of position. I check what I believe is the nuts. Middle position bets, and I'm pretty sure he has the nuts. And
Wait, you have the nuts and he has the nuts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a 4-card run out. 4-card run out for Broadway. So yes, there's definitely.
Okay.
Chop is likely here.
Yeah.
And the button calls crankily. And this guy's kind of a new player, probably doesn't have the nuts. What do? I min click it for $400. So this is an expensive min click, and the guy in the middle laughs. He goes along with it. Very experienced player. He knows. Okay, well, we'll try to get 200 more out of this guy. So he just called, and then we do indeed get 200 more from the button. So we're going to chop this guy up, and I did not have the nuts. I wasn't even close. So all I did was min click for the guy in the middle with the nuts.
Oh, that was nice of you. We got big hands here. Aces for Sung with the suit up against Ace, King, Queen 10 double suited. These are 2 very big hands here.
There we go. Battle of the blinds right here. Yes, this might be our first 3-bet scenario of the entire final table. There's not been many. Now we have the 4-bet jam all in from Sung.
All on a call, yeah.
Let's do it.
Not tough to see them. They are. I can tell you what the percentages are here as soon as they put them up. 67-33. Sung's about 2-to-1 favorite with the aces here. I'm really good at the math.
Yeah.
Once they put it up there, I get it right
Boom.
most of the time.
That helps.
Okay, 2 spades. That's going to even it out a little bit. About a coin flip now.
Oh, spade on the
And
turn.
Not so much coin flip anymore.
Comes from behind to bink that flush.
So yeah, like I was saying earlier, Sung came up and I would lose every pot as soon as he came up behind me. So now I guess it's only fair that
You return the favor.
Yeah.
Aces cracked
1.95.
in massive fashion here. 3.9 in this pot going to the way of DZ.
Tough hand for Sung there. Obviously nothing you could do other than get your chips in there as a 2-1 favorite.
Nasty, nasty spot. Yeah, you just got to run good in that spot.
Nasty. Yeah, Sung's not out yet. He had more chips, so he's still in. Looks like he's got. I think he's doing all right, right? He's got about 5 or 10 bigs. I mean, 500, 10 bigs.
We'll see some numbers here shortly. Mirko down. He's chipped up a smidge. He's at 1.4.
125 is a bet.
125 rates. What causes the light show on the table? Do you know? Is it whenever there's a cooler situation, or is it? Does it just do it randomly, or?
It is not random. It actually knows who the action is on. So it's going to be blue around the rail, and it's actually green right there at where the action is.
Oh, I see.
So you can see that bright
Oh,
little
wow,
light.
that's cool.
And then when it goes to the flop, it'll actually change. So that it's right there. The green light has gotten bright under Hayden. That means the action's on him.
Wow.
And then to the flop we go. It's a green rail.
Daniel W. for 1 to the limit. Lawrence transfer. 24. Go ahead.
All right, top 2 for Ma here. Oh, Mirror. I'm sorry. She has all 3.
Top 2 for Mirko.
Mirko.
Oh, yeah,
I've
Mirko.
got them backwards. Okay, I'll figure this out.
Yeah,
C-Mag, she's got pair of jacks.
Middle pair.
Barry, 1 to the limit.
And some sneaky deuces.
Sneaky, sneaky. She would need some straight combos or a deuce. So red means the hand is over.
Red means the hand is over, yep.
Wow.
And then it'll reset here.
Is this a Tesla poker table?
I know, right?
That's pretty
fantastic table. And you can see the beautiful skyline right there of Dallas. The Reunion Tower ball right in the middle. So that's how you kind of know it's a Dallas skyline for sure.
Beautiful felt. Clean, colorful.
Yeah, I like this color. We have some blue chips today, but when they run the big cash games, the colors really match up well with the felt. The black chips, the green chips, the yellow chips.
The other 2 10s went in the muck there. Not sure if you saw that. It's going to be tough to hit one. Hayden with 4, 5, 6 jack.
C-Mag will take it down. Still chilling at about 3.4 million. We're 5-handed here. 25,000, 50,000. The blinds here at hand 59.
SC, 1 to kilo. Table 10. Go ahead.
Looks like there's a lot of Hayden fans in the chat. Hayden, no stranger to live streams.
Yeah, one of the regulars in live streams around, especially around the Dallas area.
Yeah.
I'll make an appearance occasionally on our Tuesday night.
Do we know anything about this unicorn that C-Mag is holding?
I do not. We've mentioned it a few times in chat. We do know that it's running pretty hot, and it keeps control over the boys.
It keeps control over the boys.
Yes,
okay.
she's keeping them all in line, all in check. They are not able to play back to her just yet.
It's a female unicorn?
I'm not sure, but he's kind of, whatever it is, it's a stud.
I think there's a name for a female unicorn.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's one of the words they told me I couldn't say on the stream. Though, so it's-
I know that word. There wasn't very many, but that's one of them.
Raise 125.
Hayden called with the ace 10 9 9. C-Mag raised with the ace jack 8 8.
Yeah, get some 3-bets going here.
Hayden's going to come along.
So really, it seems like these chip stacks are kind of leveling out to where the players can play a little more again. Now, sometimes at the beginning of those final tables, it gets a little snug. Those shorties aren't able to move, but now they're able to start putting some 3-bets in there a little bit. Middle set for Hayden.
Middle set. C-Mag has a gut shot. She's also got the ace of hearts.
240 is a bet.
Could be setting up something later with the dry guy if the heart gets there. Two of the 10 C-Mag would need in order to hit her straight are dead, as we can see. Looks like Hayden is raising here.
Hayden wasting no time wanting to take advantage of that middle set flop. Not a lot of opposition out there, so he'll just take it down.
Yeah, fairly wet board. He wants to get it in if he's up against draw or charge them to see the next card or just I have 3 9s. Yay. Where's any of those? Queen Jack 6 deuce. Can we get a strobe light on him so he knows it's his turn?
Boom, got it.
Oh,
there we
yeah,
go.
We got it. Okay, cool.
Oh. Here we go, Mirko. Little straight wrap in his hand, Jack 10 of spades. C-Mag, a very playable hand as well. Same range as Mirko. See if we can get some fireworks on this flop.
Going heads up to the flop here. 9-3-3.
Fairly meh, but C-Mag is out flop Mirko here.
Check. 130.
Pretty dusty board. It's checked to her twice. She'll bet her 9 and take it down. You check those dusty boards to her twice and she's getting it.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to help when you have the best hand, but yeah, if it's that kind of looking board, your C-Mag.
All right, Mirko coming in with under the gun aces, the ace 6 of clubs, so he'll have one suit. Song running low on chips, has to let go of 10s on the button.
Three players.
All right, Mirko just snuck in there with a limp here, so we're 3 players to the flop. Deuce 4 6, man, little again. We're finally getting some holdings here, but we can't get anything to connect for the full fireworks show.
80 is the bet.
C-Mag nowhere near this board. Again, putting pressure on Mirko's aces. They had a hand very similar to this earlier.
Nice fold by Hayden there, too.
Heads up.
Yeah, he lets go of his queens. Those are in the muck, no problem.
Check. Ready. 155.
So C-Mag now has finally landed a pair on the turn. Applies more pressure to Mirko's aces. He had to fold these earlier in this scenario, but he did see a river, so we'll see what happens here.
Marco does also have the nut flush draw.
Which will definitely put a little more value in this hand.
And it gets there.
Bingo, bango on the clubs. Mirko nut flush here.
See if he goes for the check raise, knowing that Margaret's been pretty aggressive.
645.
Does not look like he's going to go for the check raise. Sizing out a bet. Heard him ask the dealer what was in the pot. Dealer correctly said 645. C-Mag thinking about what to do here. Pair of eights.
So C-Mag's been running very clean today. Running pretty clean tonight overall. First time to see just a terrible river with a massive lead out in front of her and throws it into the muck. No
there
problem.
were people sending me messages saying that Ma was playing pretty dang good at this final table. Running good, playing good.
Yeah, she's put on a show so far. Crushing.
She's been on a pretty solid heater for about the last year. Not sure what changed in her life, but something.
It's that unicorn.
Yeah.
About a year old, it looks like.
Looks like she's not taking any breaks. Queen Jack 9-7 in for a raise.
So it looks like she has called the 50K.
Oh, I could be wrong.
She's definitely
from
raised
time
with
to
worse
time.
today.
Hayden calls.
There we go. 3 ways for 50K each.
Check out of the big blind.
Check.
C-Mag with the pair and an up and down.
Betting. 90.
We'll bet and take it. There you go. That's how you shake it off. Come right back and win the next hand.
That's right. The easiest way to shake off a little ding is just stack some more chips.
Where does it say how many people we have watching us? Is it?
Right here, 182.
Whoa!
And that's just on YouTube. There's some other streams out there as well that there will be a handful of viewers watching.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. In case you didn't hear it earlier, we do have a Poker Atlas Tour series coming up in Houston, Texas in a little over a month. There it is. Over 1 million in guarantees, Texas Card House in Houston. That's the one on Westheimer. 16 events, April 10th through 22nd, Poker 22nd. Poker Atlas Tour, I'll be there. Lots of the big Houston names. I'll bet you a lot of people who are at this final table will be there, actually.
There will be a few, for sure. We've seen a few Houston folks come up today, and today being the first day of the main event here for this series, there's definitely been some more sneaking in yesterday and today. We'll probably see several more over the weekend.
Houston is home to some of the best PLO players in the country.
Definitely one of the poker capitals of the country right now, Houston, along with Dallas.
Dallas also has lots of very good PLO players. Don't at me, please.
Yeah, they can hold their own.
PLO in Texas is incredible.
I grew up playing PLO a lot in Oklahoma City, and Oklahoma City doesn't have a large PLO pool.
Yeah.
But they've got a table that's pretty sharp. You know, they've got a small group that's as good as anyone, and a lot of those folks will come down here as well. You know, we see the Houston folks here. We see the Oklahoma City folks here, right here in the 4th seat. Mirko, one of the Tulsa natives, They had some fantastic games up there for the longest time. Guy named Ben Lamb came out of those games. You might have heard of him.
I have, yeah.
So yeah, some of those Oklahoma games will get to cranking as well.
Pretty accomplished poker player from what I hear. Benba.
So we're still 5 ways. These chip stacks are leveling out a little bit, so it's fun to see these players have some room to play here.
Yeah, usually PLO tournaments, once you get towards the end, they get very deep. Things come to a slow, and you get to play. The players get to really decide who's going to win the tournament. It's pretty common in these types of PLO tournaments for things to catch up, lose players really quick, slow way down, and get to really watch players maneuver the table.
And really, I think if we lose one more player, we'll really start to see some of that maneuvering that he's referring to.
Check.
10-10-9-4, 3 spades. Sung has a full house.
Top boat, good.
Sung flopped the nuts.
Turned some bigger ones.
Turn the nuts. Flop the nuts, turn the nuts.
And he'll bump it up this time. C-Mag knows that she's running a little thin. Shows the Queen Jack. Dead ant, dead ant.
Sung takes it down. Playing very patient poker, as he tends to do. Shakes off that cooler hand he ran into a little earlier. Still playing solid poker.
So there's our showdown percentages. Running a little higher than what you're used to seeing in the Hold'em games, but those are still pretty low. These guys are still getting plenty of play in on the flops and the turns to not have to go to showdown.
Raise 135.
135. I can hear him now. That's definitely a raise, not a call, right? King, Queen, 10-8 for C-Mag, double suited. He's got all the black suits covered. Ooh,
as does
hand.
DZ. A little danger in the hills here. The big
say,
blind.
right? That's something that can't be right.
Check.
There they go. They got it fixed. Okay. Ma with 2 pair and a gut shot.
240 for that.
Up against top pair with a different gut shot. You can see there, Ma is...
We'll see if a club here can make it spicy. No club, pairing the board with the ace.
Ace is going to switch things over here. DZ has the best hand now.
DZ with plenty of showdown value. They'll go check, check, and he'll show it away. Take down the pot. That ace on the turn really kind of slowed that hand down. Instead of fireworks, we get the breaks card. And it looks like blinds are going up.
Blinds are going up. What are we playing, 100, 200,000?
Looks like 30-60
30-60, wow.
So they just went up a smidge.
Smidge.
Very generous.
All right. Wait, scroll up a little bit. I missed what she said earlier.
Raise.
A little higher.
160 is the bet.
Sober for a year, Alana says. Talking about Margaret. That's worth mentioning. C-Mac, sober for a year. That's what happened.
Ah.
Changed her life to become a crusher.
And
About
now,
a year ago, she was because I said she's been playing really good for about a year.
Yeah.
She was commenting on
So it
it.
all makes sense now.
Just commenting on Hammer's comment. Yeah, that no, that's good. I saw she mentioned that she was commenting on it. I didn't see what it was.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good for CMAG. Everyone in Houston should be proud for her.
Created a crusher by something good like that. That's awesome.
It's very tough to do anything that you do regularly and just stop for a year. It's very tough. Shows a lot of discipline, much like it does to make it 5-handed at a final table. Out of how many do we have?
272.
72.
We are down to 5.
Top 5.
Over 141,000 in this prize pool.
That's great for CMAG. I don't know her, but I'm proud of her. That's not easy. Agree to agree, Mitchell. Ooh, that's a fun looking flop.
King, queen, 10, all hearts.
Sorry Mirko has a
5-high.
A flush. What is the sorry Mirko? Do we know?
I do not.
What is he apologizing for?
I don't know, but we feel bad for Mirko, I guess.
Ace on the river gives Hayden straight. It's not good enough.
Mirko will fire with his 5-high flush now.
Hayden might pay this off here. Thin value with the 5-high flush.
Hayden's been fairly sticky. He's holding the jack of hearts if he does want to get a little creative, but of course that's normally a pretty tough card to get creative with, but here it happens to be the second nut card.
Yeah. He has the royal flush blocker.
Exactly.
I think that's what they call it. Trying to piece it together here.
Thought a little long to play any tricks here with the jack, but he will make the call. Goes to showdown with it. Sorry, Mirko shows the small flush, and he'll take down the pot.
Yeah, it's tough for Hayden there because you see, sorry, Mirko, when he flips that hand over, he's disappointed because he assumes if he's calling, he has him beat. So
right.
Hayden's really good at sniffing out weakness, and he was right, just not quite as weak as he thought.
So here's a look at the payouts here for this Pot Limit Omaha event. We are 5-handed, so they're guaranteed $10,150 now. So you see the pay jumps there getting a little bit juicy, so ICM starting to come in more and more into play. 10,000, 12,000, 15,000, all the way up to 31,000 up top.
That's pretty good.
Pretty juicy for a PLO event, right?
$600 buy-in?
$600.
Nice. Ooh, big hand for Hayden. Let's see, shake off that last one. King, queen, 10-10 with the suit and the button.
And the button. Facing a raise here. He's been pretty quiet, but he bumped it up to 150. Hayden just wants to call from the button. Hello.
Yikes. King, king, jack, jack. One suit.
$660 is now the bet.
Sorry, Mirko. Bumps it up. 660. Oh, king and a jack. Oh, C-Mag's gone.
And we see another king there in Hayden's hand.
So the kings are dead. One jack left. It's still king, king, jack, jack. Very solid hand.
This massive 3-bet here from the small blind. See if Hayden wants to give any resistance or not. Counting out his chips. About 1.6 behind.
Glances up at the clock. Might as well factor in ICM while you're thinking about it. Probably seeing how many bigs he has. Decides to lay it down. Good fold there.
Yeah, makes the lay down. Nice lay down there for Hayden. Doesn't want to mess with it. And really, the players really haven't gone out of line in positions like that pretty much all evening.
Looks like Margaret's taking a little break. And she's back. Wait a minute. Where's the unicorn?
Guru. She replaced it with a Guru energy drink.
Is that what that is? An energy drink?
Yes. I know this because I was there in day 1 when Margaret spilt her Guru energy drink. And she said, "That's my lucky drink." And I said, "Well, it might be more lucky now because it's on the floor." So maybe I need to start my tournaments with a spilt beverage.
I knew a guy who knew everything there was to know about Guru. He was a guru.
Nice. Guru specialist.
That was a dad joke for all the dads in everyone who
They loved it.
You gotta have at least one.
Dads loved it.
Phew, nice fold, says Kim. "36 years sober, still not a crush year. 1 year, congrats. That's a big accomplishment. Must have had crusher mentality. Gives me some hope."
That's right.
It's, they say it's the 37th year you really get your run good at poker. So hang in there, D-Kids. It's coming.
Yeah, keep getting that learn on. It's coming.
It's coming.
Ace, deuce, 3, 5 for Mirko. Raised it up. Suited ace. Got those connecting wheel cards. Always a fun spot to splash it up. He'll take it down.
Double suited.
So see, Mirko there, a good example of earlier, he didn't have enough chips to raise with a hand like that. Now he's in the cutoff with the suited ace, a little bit connected, and he's able to apply a little pressure with it because he's chipped up. So that's a perfect example of what we were talking about, how things are going to level out here and they're going to play their way out of some things now.
Let's go. Couple folds here. As long as let to go. We got the blinds. Look at Hayden. That looks as walk me.
No walk.
No walk. Ace, queen, 7-5, 1 suit for DZ. Oh, maybe not. Now he sees the cards. Perhaps walk is not what he had in mind. Ace, ace, king, 5.
You'd rather have your
club.
opponent crushed.
Yeah.
Facing a raise. That's way cooler.
Hayden taking his time, thinking about what he wants to do. I assume how much he wants to raise, but you never know. Might get a little sneaky.
All right, attention tournament viewers in our main event. Flight 1B, complete the hand run. Lines are up next hand. 6, 12, and 12. 6, 12, and 12 next hand in our main event.
Does indeed juice it up. 450 now.
Makes it a pot size raise.
No problem for DZ. His hand goes into the muck.
Doesn't want to play a big pot out of position against a solid player like Hayden.
Over 200 viewers now, 208.
Over 200, wow.
We're getting popular.
What do you think? Is it because there's 5 players playing for huge money at one of the most popular games in the state, or is it because I came into the booth?
It's got to be Hammer, Poker Atlas
yeah,
Legend.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's probably it. Another Hayden fan. Or, you know what? That might have something to do with it. I feel like there's 208 people rooting for Hayden in the chat.
I agree. All the Dallas folks seem to be rooting for Hayden. And then Marg's definitely had her fair share of fan support in the chat.
Kim answering the questions in the chat. That's good, because I can't. What is the bluffs here in the big blind? Kim says he should be raising with a lot of double-suited rundowns in position.
I would agree. And Kim is way more of a crusher than I am, so if she's giving you tips, listen up, folks, because she's a rock star.
Straight draw, flush draw for Sorry Mirko. Either one of them to the nuts. C-Mag with top set.
145.
Bet. Sorry Mirko thinking about what to do here.
Here we go. Soong has a fan in the chat. Mr. Tribe rooting on Soong, so that's awesome. Mirko going to make the call here. And a deuce.
None of the draws get there. Pretty safe card for C-Mag's hand. Just going to bet. Would be a pretty spicy call here with a 3. Person at the table most likely to call with a 3 is C-Mag herself.
Is making the bet.
Yeah, not sure it's going to happen.
Yeah, and Mirko into the muck. Nice pot for C-Mag. Back up over 3 million, I would imagine, with that.
Crushing. A lot of people in the chat rooting for, I guess it's more spread. We've gotten a lot. Got some from Sung, from C-Mag, Hayden. I guess they're rooting for Mirko, but I didn't realize because they keep saying sorry.
Yeah, I think that's part of the game that they play. There's a game for the viewers in chat. Sorry this, sorry that.
Okay.
Loyalty points, this and that. And as we see those pop up, I have no idea what they are. So when they have conversation, we get to see that and we can chit chat. But
Yeah,
when they're playing that game, I don't know what's going on.
It's because it's in his name. It's Sorry Mirko. That's what we have up.
That's true. That game and Sorry Mirko.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask Andrew. I'm going to have to get the story on Sorry Mirko.
Hayden with the 10-9-7-6, double suited. Sung has double suited kings. That's a pretty strong hand. He also has both of the flush draws covered that Hayden has, so doesn't want to see black cards.
210 is that. Calls 210. Folds.
Hayden called the 210. C-Mag was getting laid a nice price to call. She lays down the king 10 a5. Ace 6 8. All red.
Check.
10 7 9. Nice little wrapperoonie.
Knowing Andrew the way I do, Sorry Mirko could be something about a TV show or some sort of entertainment or some sort of being more educated than me. I'm not sure. As I Google it, there is some stuff that pops up, but I still don't understand what's going on here. Looks like possibly a video game of some sort.
Hayden bets and takes it down.
If anybody knows any cool things about Sorry Mirko that we don't, feel free to share that in the chat for us. I'm basically the world's worst when it comes to knowing anything off of television or YouTube or stuff like that.
Okay.
And I know that Andrew can hold his own. Trolling a friend. I know Andrew's capable of that as well.
Oh, it's got to be Greg, right? I'm guessing it's Greg. Yeah.
full fold.
Uh-huh. So it could be a true apology to the guy.
I think it's probably a
More of a troll.
Troll. Whoa, it's asking if you want to leave the site. I don't think they'll be able to hear us.
I don't want to.
Cancel. Hit cancel.
Let's cancel.
Yeah. Yep, Greg. Okay. Okay, I get it. Thank you, chat.
Yeah. Chat coming through strong. Well
Yeah,
done.
helping
Well
me
done.
out. You know, if I had said it out loud a few more times, I probably could have figured it out.
C-Mag flopping trips here.
Flopping the actual trips now. Hope she double checks to make
Yeah.
sure before putting in too many chips.
Really have it this time.
Yes.
165.
There's 2 on the board and 1 in your hand. DZ. Raisin here.
Trying to represent what his opponent has. With the pair being the highest card on the board, C-Mag not a lot to be insanely nervous about just yet, but the Jack of Clubs is a pretty good scare card here on the river. She'll check.
See if DZ was setting something up here. Knows he's not going to be able to win by checking. Sizing up a bet, and let's see if C-Mag can sniff this one out.
It's going to be a tough opponent to bluff if she has trips. Jack of Clubs is a nasty card for her, so she'll be in the tank. Makes
Calls. What a call by C-Mag. Wow. 3 6s. Sniffs it out. That is not an easy call to make. Jack of Clubs is a scary card.
Pretty juicy pot there, 2.5.
Board paired, 3 connected cards, 3 clubs. Moss sniffs it out. Great call. Okay, fine, Alana. I'll read it. Kim, y'all need to come to Houston and say sometime. Like for the Poker Atlas Tour.
Hey.
Thank you, Alana. I had almost forgot. There's a Poker Atlas Tour coming to TCH in Houston, April 10th through 22nd.
I should show the picture.
You should. There's like 16 events, maybe over $1 million guaranteed.
16.
There it is. Look at those green chips. They're hot fire. Coming back. TCH Houston off of Westheimer. I'm going to be there.
Who knows? I might make an appearance.
Heyo, you should make it.
Dallas is home, but I've definitely been needing and craving to go make an appearance.
Yeah.
South side with our Houston friends.
Alana's going to be there. C-Mag's going to be there. Maybe Mr. and Mrs. Fortini.
Let's go to a flop. 2 ways. Heads up.
Heads up. I would like the water.
Sorry, Mirko.
It's weird, dude. I'm not dying.
Sorry about top set.
If there was a W there, I would have got it for sure. King, king, queen, 6, 2 spades. Oh, top set. We have a flop already. I'm back.
I will take service.
C-Mag.
The unicorn is back.
Wow. C-Mag opening the bottle of water for the dealer.
Johnny with the shotgun blast on the small bottle of water. Very nice.
Super dry, apparently.
I get it. You're moving a lot.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, Johnny putting in the work here. We are at hand 77. Nearing about 3 hours of this final table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5-handed.
The craziest headline, dealer passes out in the final
Ooh.
table. Or the PLO, TCH.
Cards are getting scary close together. It makes me nervous.
Have to return back the next day. Fold.
Is he going to go the distance? Does the deal start to finish?
It would be
He is set up to,
Everyone's going to be like, bro.
I believe.
A lot of great staff here at TCH. I've heard a lot of good things about this series. Came and played today. Triple is a tough game because, oh, we got kings versus aces here.
Kings versus aces. Could we see some fireworks?
People don't really know it, and even the ones that do know it, they don't get a whole lot of time to practice it. So
Yeah.
it's real easy to make mistakes, but they did a really good job. I was very impressed today. Even helped me out when I made a mistake and forgot what limits we were playing.
Yeah, it's been a pretty sharp group, and even for me, I've got to practice some of those games a little bit over at Las Colinas, but not by any means totally comfortable with some of those games, and it's been fun to deal them for sure.
Wow.
Look at this.
Margaret Snap throws the kings in the muck.
Shows
Look at
them.
that.
She says, how easy is this?
She's too good.
When it happened
On point.
She's too good. Just Snap throws the kings in the muck.
There was a doctor in the table and he told me about it. If the person survives, they can actually sue the person.
Yeah, some of those mixed games have been fun because every now and then I'll get to deal something that I am not familiar with. So occasionally, those mixed games will actually teach me something just totally new, so it's been cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Played a little badoogie with the boys one day out here, and of course they let me spray off a couple $100 before they reminded me that it's a rainbow game and you're not supposed to have any suits. It's like, oh, thanks. I was wondering why I wasn't winning these pots. And then I eventually got to deal that game, so I knew what to expect by then.
Very nice.
If you are interested, please give me a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down.
Okay, I'm getting some updates on the Sorry Mirko.
Blake W.
Sorry, Mirko. I didn't know Sorry Mirko was about you. Sorry.
Me too, Mirko. Sorry, buddy. Yes, she pimped that snap fold. I agree, Kim. That was awesome.
Possible side pod between 3 other players.
We got some holdings here that could make some hands. Jack 9-7, 2 diamonds. Let's see if anything connects here.
Yeah. Not a terrible flop for Sung.
We got pairs and gutter balls and Mirko over pair and flush draw. Got a few things going on here.
2 8s. The blockers went into the muck. Oh, diamonds. Sorry, Mirko. Butcher Boy has diamonds. King high diamonds and over pair. Best hand.
DKD. EL. Thank you. Miles.
Sung has an up and down straight draw and a pair.
Darius B.
Did he fold? Flush
Diamond
gets there.
Check. Check.
Jason B.
Flushing out on the turn and set blocking the river for funsies.
Yeah, why not? Set having the river for.
400.
That's 400. Sung made the straight. No good against the flush, obviously.
Yep, Sung filled his straight with the queen 10 there. C-Mag not much.
C-Mag gets away from 2 pair.
And that will finish the day for Sung.
Yeah,
as
tough
Mirko
spot.
gets the knockout. Sung not enough chips there to get out of that little pickle-lickle-lickle. He makes the straight.
Yeah, tough spot for him.
So nice pop for Mirko there. He's shipping up some more.
Oh, Sung was all in pre. I totally missed that. Okay.
Yeah, I knew
that makes sense.
If he wasn't, he just had kibbles and bits left, so I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah.
Here's a look at these payouts. We are down to 4-handed action. Players now guaranteed $12,350. Sung with a very nice weekend, coming in at $10,150 for his 5th place finish.
Yeah, great job, Sung. Great job. 4 players left. 4 players left.
I almost folded when he went all in. But it was 21.
Real quick, while they're maybe changing decks, don't forget to come into the The main event, $1,100 buy-in, $50,000 in chips. The main event for this series, the Leap into Spring series, going on this week, starting today. TCH Social in Las Colinas and Texas Card House Dallas right here. Also a cash game specials ending this week, the 9 for $99 special. For $99, you could get 9 hours of play. That'll save you $3 per hour.
Wait,
She is a big ass 60.
February 29th, is that even a real day?
It is tomorrow. Happy Leap Day.
Wow, and you get,
No, not you.
that can't be right, 9 hours for only $99.
You get a bonus day of this special.
It should cost twice that, easily.
Uh-oh, there we go, bonus.
You're telling me if I give them $99, they will put 9 hours, so no one will ask me for another dollar for 9 hours.
9 hours. There you go.
Wow. Will you excuse me for a moment?
You can do one here at Dallas and one across the way at Las Colinas.
I can double dip?
Double dip, 1 and 1 every day.
So that's like 18 hours for...
Yeah. And with the bonus day tomorrow, you get double dip, bonus, all kinds of bonus.
Carry the one.
Majid, transfer.
683, a raggedy old flop, but we're still got a pot cooking up.
It's less than 200 for sure.
Check. Check.
There you go. C-Mag has connect with a couple of pairs. DZ really's kind of missed here. His open-ended just connected with a pair, so C-Mag will take it down.
C-Mag back to stacking chips. It's her comfort zone.
Comfort zone. She's definitely in her comfort zone when she's up around, 3.2, 3.5 million. That's where she's been able to put the work on. Take some hits here and there, but that's definitely her cruise zone.
AC in the chat. That's another one who's going to be at the Houston series, I'm assuming. Adrian Curry. Adrian Curry was once voted the best satellite player to ever play the game of poker. He's never met a satellite he couldn't conquer.
AC, the satellite crusher. I love it.
He was voted by a jury of his peers to be the best satellite player to ever play the game of poker. She's a stone cold animal.
She is stone cold in a zone, beasting on these fellas. All the above.
Yes, I'll be there. My man. There will be satellites for the main event at the Houston series every single night. I made multiple seat guarantees. 3-seat guarantee at least for every satellite that we do. Because if you only do one, then nobody will show up because everyone knows AC is just going to get them all. So you have to do, you have to say, okay, AC will get his seat and then also 2 other people. So
there we go.
People will show up.
Handy for the others.
Yeah, we gotta be fair to everybody. Sorry, Mirko with the Ace King 10-5 double suited. That's definitely a playable hand. Hayden with Jack 10-8. That's also a very playable hand.
Six, 6, 4 flop, rainbow. Pretty mild for our holdings here. Hayden will hold the best of it with his jacks. Mirko, an opportunity to represent a little bit. Still holding his ace king 10. And it works. Hayden with the jacks go into the muck. Position and playability takes it down.
4 hours late for a cash game.
Arcade to final limit. Go ahead, table number 9.
There's a good look from above. Our 4 players remaining in this $600 event with 272 entries. We're down to 4.
272. That's a lot. It's a lot of players.
That is a juicy, juicy setup for a pot limit Omaha tournament.
Yeah, I almost played this event. Then I realized I don't have $600. Otherwise I would have been all over it.
Yeah, me too. My apartment's towed my car last week.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that was my PLO tournament money.
Yeah.
Which was very rude.
I did cash in this triple draw tournament, so now I have enough. But
there you go, bonus.
They closed registration.
Well, you 4 players are safe. You made it here courtesy of the world not allowing us to be here.
Yes, absolutely. But what we could play if we wanted to, we have a schedule for what's going on right now? This main event's going on. I feel like that. I mean, we talked about, I know I work for the Poker Atlas Tour, so that's near and dear to my heart, but yikes. We also have main event going on right now. $1,100 buy-in. I think it's 1 million guarantee. Here's the series.
1 million guaranteed for $1,100.
Leap into, check out that site right there, texascardhouse.com/ Leap into Spring Series.
Yeah, there's still some events going on.
See all the details, but right now there's looks like there's a flight at 5 o'clock here every night, 10 a.m. over at Las Colinas. $1,100 buy-in, $1 million guarantee.
Yeah, you don't get to play for $1 million every day.
No, I don't get to play for $1 million ever.
Corey L., did you still want 1 2 over there? Thank you.
So we're 4-handed here. Players really settling in to see what happens here down the stretch. Blinds are 30,000, 60,000.
What's the ante?
No ante. Pot limit Omaha structure here, so they weren't using any antes today.
Oh, I see. Oh, Chris Hall in the chat.
But now with all the players over 1.7 million, we might need an ante. So this will be a very playable situation for these players down the stretch. Be fun to see who can go for the win, who can possibly stand up to CMAG.
Sorry, Mirko. Ace, Queen, 9-3.
All 4 of the guys have built up just a little bit. Mirko now up over 3 million himself.
Kim says we should give Johnny Rodriguez a little love.
Well, what up, Johnny Rodriguez? Yeah, Johnny Rodriguez.
She claims probably getting 20-30% more hands than we should see in this shorter time. How fast is not only impressive just as a dealer who is pitching cards, but to be, what did you say, 3 hours, 3.5 hours into a live stream?
Yes, we are.
To do that without really losing any steam at all, he's still, I think she's right, 20-30% is probably a good line.
Johnny is a legend. It's good to see that he's recognized.
It's good. It's the type of dealer you want in the box for a final table, but especially a PLO final table, because I don't know if you know this, but they get twice as many cards.
Twice as many
Twice
cards.
as many cards is what they're used to dealing at these final tables. And he's got to be Johnny on the spot, pun intended, when it comes to calculating pots.
And he has crushed that as well tonight.
Yeah.
The few times we've heard him announce the pot, it has been exactly the number on our screen.
I think giving him some love is a great idea. Chris Hall, welcome to the chat. Did you catch any of the Super Bowl this year? It was a really good game. The San Francisco 49ers played the Kansas City Chiefs. It was came down to the wire. Real nail biter. Hope you got a chance to watch it.
I feel like Chris might be a 49ers fan.
Oh my God, you might be right. You know, now that you say that. Oof. Yeah, I think, wow, I hadn't thought of that.
Jack 8-9, 2 diamonds.
Yes, there's a silly circle they are supposed to hit with the cards. Correct. Those little circles, the dealers kind of need to get the cards to a very specific spot, not just close enough to where the players can grab them like they normally would have to do. So getting them fast and having to be accurate, it's really difficult.
Yes, I've dealt on this table. It's definitely a little bit awkward for the dealers as you're trying to make sure the cards get in or near those circles, as they will. That's what reads the cards for our character generator to produce these lovely graphics for you at home, and it lets us know what the players are holding.
CMAG betting. She's got the king of diamonds in her hand. No flush out there anywhere, right? too many red cards, but I don't think any two of them are diamonds. Two pair with the straight draw is actually the best hand right now.
Which is Jack 10, 5, 6. Counterfeit City.
Yeah, Jack 6 no good anymore. Margaret's going to bluff with the best hand.
A value bluff, they say.
Oh.
He's reaching. Reaching for more.
I mean, you gotta admire the courage of raising into someone who has been making some pretty spectacular calls all night long. I can't imagine that he thinks...
These two have battled a couple of times, but this is the first time they've really started putting pressure on each other with light holdings.
Brian says he's been watching for an hour and forgot to say hi. As we see C-Mag.
Hi, Brian.
Try and figure this out. Let's go H-Town Grinders. Hi, Brian. Thanks for joining us. Happy to have you here. What do you think? Do you think C-Mag is going to sniff this out and make the call?
H-Town Grinders. Oh. Brian, are you an H-Town Grinder?
Not this time. Nice raise. Gets through.
I'll give him 100 if you choke.
Takes a lot of courage to make that raise when you see someone make so many good calls. It just feels like they're going to make it. Yeah, if she makes this call, I agree, AC. That was not, obviously it was not an easy call, but that was a great.
That was a fantastic hand right there. Well played by both opponents. And like I said, they've been sniffing each other out all day, it seems like, as far as just, we might see some more hands like that between those two, because they're starting to get acquainted.
Yeah, it wasn't really a blocker's raise. It wasn't a value bet. It was just I feel like this is going to work.
Yes, for Brian R. I know.
And guess what? It did.
I'm very familiar with a Brian R. that moved to Tampa, so I was a little interested in that. Make sure you weren't that guy checking in on us.
Is it him?
Nope. This is Brian R., the H-Town Grinder.
600K back was snap call. All right.
150. Folds. And I call 3 players to the flop.
Jack 4-9, Rainbow. Still have overpair versus overpair here. For C-Mag, she's also open-ended with that 10-8. So she will fire away here. Yeah, Brian, well, you don't have to go to Florida anymore. I mean, yeah, you're obviously not the guy I know, but you don't have to go to Florida anymore. You could stay right here. Plenty of poker in Texas.
Living between Austin and Dallas now.
Yeah, I used to go down to Florida to play some pot limit Omaha, and that was back when it was just banging off the walls, you know. And I didn't think I'd ever see anything like it. And then, of course, we have that here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Dallas and in Houston.
If you want some good PLO, you can go to like a TCH Dallas. You can go to a TCH Las Colinas. You can go to a TCH Austin. You can go to a TCH Houston. You can go to a TCH Spring. You can go to a TCH. I know it. It's 3 letters.
Rio Grande Valley.
There you go. RGV. That's what I was going to say. Is that all of them? Coming soon to a TCH near you. Coming soon to a city near you.
I didn't hear what all you said, so I'm going to just say yes.
lots of good Lots of good PLO in the state of Texas.
I would agree dash normally, but just knowing your opponent, she has not paid off any of those big, large bets. So you may have to value town her a few times. So that's where a lot of the poker comes into play there. For sure.
I don't remember the bet. How much did she bet? There's a chance he left that much behind because you can't bet much more. You are limited by the amount you can bet. You are restricted to the size of the pot in this game. Hayden with the queen 10-9-3. Limp check. We're gonna see a flop. Jack, Jack, 5.
Yeah, they got over 2 million in that pot, so it was pretty juicy.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. All right. Jack, Jack, 5. Pair of 5s and jacks for DZ. Bets. Hayden folds. I think the blinds went up at some point. We missed it. 40-80, right?
40-80. I'm ready. She went 300 and he went 900K, leaving 600 behind. So yeah, it might not have been a total pot, but that's pretty juicy.
Yeah. It was a bold bet. Yeah, give it to him, no matter what it was.
Yeah,
it was a
fantastic
bold bet.
hand. That's some of the best play we've seen tonight, for sure.
There's lots of good play. This is good. You know, this is actually a good reminder of why I shouldn't have played this tournament. Everyone in it is they're all better than me.
They are solid. They are on point. Yeah, it's very difficult to get through some of these fields as these players know what they are doing.
But I was a top 7 triple draw player in this room today.
Boom.
I was one of the top 7 of all the triple draw players in this room.
That a kid?
That weren't still in the PLO tournament.
Very nice.
Yeah. I don't mean to brag.
And there's like 200 people out there.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. All right, ace 4. 2 pair. That's going to win it.
King, king, jack, 8. Looks so pretty starting out until it just whiffs everything.
Check, check on the turn. Check, check on the river. Shows down the 2 pair. Takes it down.
Mike Van saying, "What's up, Hammer?"
What's up, Mike? Lots of the Houston contingency in the chat today.
Good to see a big crew from Houston hanging out with us today.
Well, I like that they make sure the cards go on the readers, even when they're not there.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job of that. They're trained up pretty well. They give them a nice little training technique before the final table, and yeah, the players do a good job taking that seriously and helping out the stream. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, this is it's a good way to get. This is actually the perfect tournament to talk about the Poker Atlas Tour coming to TCH in Houston.
Perfect.
It is perfect because
gives us some timeouts.
Lots of H-Town people at the final table. Therefore, lots of H-Town people in the chat. Speaking of H-Town.
H-Town.
Poker Atlas Tour coming to TCH Houston April 10th through 22nd. Over $1 million in guarantees. And I will be there. I promise I won't talk about anybody's football team unless they won the Super Bowl. I won't talk about any other one except the Houston Texans. We could talk about them while we're there.
Texans.
They got a
building up.
They got a bright future.
Yeah, they are.
They look great. They got some young studs.
Building
Superstars.
up.
Oh yeah, they
young
look.
stud coach, ready to roll.
CJ Stroud looks like he might just be the real deal. Looks like Hayden limped. Ace 8-7-5.
80,000 the big blind now, so it is getting serious. Player stacks have chipped up enough to absorb it pretty well here.
Limping is contagious.
It's going to catch up with him here pretty quick.
C-Mag folds the small blind from the bathroom. Check, check. There she is.
It's a small bet. 200 is a bet.
C-Mac getting the bad news that she missed both blinds.
How rude.
It's good.
Probably like 80 now.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that song, though.
I would guess 80.
In and out.
That chapter of the poker book. How to pee in the blinds during your tournament play.
Which book is that?
Poker 202.
Poker 2. Oh, that's why I don't know.
Yeah. Advanced stuff.
I haven't made it that far. Still working my way through 101. Four-handed here at this Pot Limit Omaha tournament. 272 runners.
272 runners. We're down to 4, but the blind's at 50,100 now.
Who do you got? Who do you like here? Who do you think's going to win?
Man, okay, let's see here. DZ and Hayden have just been super solid over there, really. Not a lot of mistakes on the build, if you will. C-Mag in crusher mode, but the boys are starting to make a little noise here.
The boys are making noise.
Man, I know Andrew, and I know how consistent he can be. Mirko come into this table pretty short, if I remember correctly, at 800,000, and he has built his way up to nearly 4 million. Still feeling good, still cruising. If you force me to make a pick right now,
I'm forcing you.
I'm taking Mirko.
Whoa! Sorry, Mirko.
Who you got?
You know, how do you choose?
I know, right? They've been excellent. They have been outstanding.
How do you choose?
80 to go.
Is this State on Bell? Westheimer was a few blocks away. Okay. C-Mags. Brian says C-Mags. You know what?
Popular vote, rightfully
Which
so.
one of these people has gone the longest without drinking? That's who I'm going to go with. Whichever one it is, that's who I'm going with.
Definitely a big advantage.
C-Mag with 2 pair. She's a 3-1 favorite here. Sorry, Mirko, with the gutter ball. Comes along, trying to spike a queen. Does not. Picks up a draw, though. No, doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. That's a pair.
Got a pair, though.
Oh, it is a draw. Okay, no, I'm right. It's clubs, but it's just not good. Thought I saw that.
Got all kinds of clubs out there.
Yeah, C-Mag has 2 pair. She has a straight draw and the better club draw. 9-1 favorite on this hand. Just fading the offsuit queen. She bets and takes it down. Why, we got Drake in the chat.
Wise decision. What up, Drake? Thanks for joining us.
Saw Drake today. He was a final tableist viewer.
Very good. Did you win when Drake stopped by?
No.
Golly, Drake. Come on, man.
Drake, actually, he watched me embarrass myself with that tournament, not knowing what the limits were and trying to raise too much.
He wasn't going to tell on you.
No. It actually helped. I would have been out of the tournament faster.
The Bayou Blast.
Sorry, Mirko. King, queen, deuce.
See if we can get some blind on blind crime here.
Oh, some more H-Town in the chat.
Yes, welcome, Houston.
Bob Coat in the chat.
Make sure you're smashing that like button and click subscribe so you don't miss any of the news coming out of TCH Live. TCH Houston rooms, also in the same TCH Live YouTube channel. So you want to make sure you're checking it all out.
Top set for Mirko here. I think he checked it twice. C-Mag.
Check, check, check.
All day just keeps checking. As up and down and ace of diamonds. Dry guy. Mirko has top set and a flush draw. That's a pretty good hand.
Pretty good hand here. And the board's not connected here for any straights. A lot of straight draws, but he's got a big hand. And the raise has commenced.
550 is a total bet.
Check and raise. Good raise there.
This pot ballooning up to 1.06. Is that a word, 1.06? It works.
It works. It's accurate. Bob won a tournament recently. I saw it. I saw it on the interwebs. Congrats on the win, Bob.
C-Mag in a little bit of a tank mode here. 7-10 open-ended to the 6. Queen 10 will nutter gutter with a jack.
We have about 2 minutes left on your break. Please make your way back to your table. 2 minutes left on your break for our main event.
So you can call that open-ended. You can call that double gut shot, whatever you prefer.
Last call for Crew PA for 1-2 yellow.
No diamonds, but the ace of diamonds makes it a little tricky. She'll lay it down properly.
Good fold. Good fold, and
very nice fold.
Table celebrates the end of the hand by lighting up in red to let us all know. End of hand. Next one coming.
Hand complete.
Ooh, Hayden. Look, we know before he does. He's still making sure the computer knows. Now that they do, we do. And now he's going to find out. Ace, ace, king, 3 with suit with the nut hearts.
Now he's finding out the PG news. Very fun hand here. Ace, ace, king, obviously good. And a matching 3 of hearts.
280 is the total bet.
Raise, looks like 280. I believe that's the max. I believe that's a pot size bet.
280.
C-Mag coming along with the 2-4-5 queen. Ooh, that's a playable hand for DZ, ace, king, jack 3. Nut club, and by playable, I mean it's going in the muck, obviously. And we're going to go heads up to a flop. Let's see. Jack 10-6.
Jack 10-6. Not a whole lot there.
No, Hayden's still in the lead with the pair of aces. Also has a gut shot.
300.
Margaret C-Mag leads for 300. Let's see what Hayden does here. Puts the rest of them in.
Hayden, the ship has been sailed. He's in there.
C-Mag was trying to apply the pressure. Hayden says, even if I'm behind, I have outs, but I might be ahead, so I'm going to put the rest of them in. Works out, and he gets...
Brian, we have no idea. We don't say that word around here. Just kidding. I'm sure they're friends down there, but...
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Nice hand there for Hayden, indeed.
Thanks, Lauren.
I think that was...
Now C-Mag now down to 2 million here with the blinds up 50,000, 100,000.
That is a playable hand. Jack 10, 9, 9 raised to 200,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
I've raised with way worse.
Calls.
Ooh.
Yeah, Dash, that seemed to be a turning point here.
Check.
See if she can settle in and turn it back.
Jack deuce 3. All clubs.
Chung, our cards have been a little quiet. They've been on their best behavior. But we're ready for them to get spicy here. And really, we've only had holdings big enough to get a massive pre-flop all in. What, once, I think?
Yeah, the cooler with
Sung and DZ. Where are the coolers?
Where are the coolers?
I agree, Chung.
I can talk about coolers when they come, but I feel bad rooting for them. I mean, somebody,
know, right?
somebody has to get coolers. I don't want that. I don't want to wish that on these.
I know, yeah.
They worked hard.
Pain is good for the stream, but yeah, it's hard to root for it.
I want them to be able to battle.
Yeah, that's what was cool about that hand, and Dash brought it up. The big fold has set her up for a little bit of a downward spiral here, but that was a battled out hand, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 4, 6, 6, 7 for C-Mag. She's coming in for a raise. Sorry, Mirko, coming along. 7, deuce, queen. Max Payne, what?
I think statistically, that's the most boring flop you can have in PLO. I don't know if it is or not, but it's got to be close.
7, deuce, queen, yeah, well. C-Mag. Huge favorite with the pair of 7s. Gut shot and a couple overcards. Once again.
There you go. C-Mag able to pressurize that pot. Takes it down.
Max.
Mirko's had to let her have a couple, but he's remained pretty consistent there and able to build.
No coolers because I'm not dealing. Alana says she would find the coolers.
Yeah.
Like
Alana brings the pain, huh?
Ooh.
That's a pretty hand.
Hayden with the queen, Jack, Jack 10. Very playable hand. On the button. I smell a raise coming. As he calls.
Calls 80.
How rude.
Trust him to play it better than me. That is for sure. 9954.
Our blinds went up to 100,000, even though the graphics say 80 there. I'm pretty sure they're up. What'd that say?
4080.
Oh, okay. We were just bluffing on our 100 while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 2 for C-Mag. Wow. Speaking of, look at Hayden with the snap fold.
Larry, 1 2 kilo.
There is a very lovely poker room in Austin, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Texas Card House Austin, right?
We love our friends in Austin.
Isn't it?
Texas Card House Austin is the bomb. Got to stop by there. Definitely want to play Texas Card House Austin. King, King, Queen, 9 for Hayden. Just calls.
Calls 80. Checks. 3 players.
967 with 2 diamonds. No, don't think there's any flush draws.
So it's a little bit of a fair fight here between DZ and Hayden.
160.
Hayden with both versions of top pair.
DZ had one pair and open-ended.
And C-Mag wins the pot.
Take it.
Sometimes if you want it, you just got to reach out and grab it.
Vegas is so loud. When you play them, they have a whole every hand.
There's a good look at our table as we're missing several players. We're down to 4 hands. This is the pot limit Omaha event.
I think it's during the series. I think it's the first one.
I'll be there the whole
In the background, they got the main event going on.
And there's a bump out one.
Yes. $1,100 buy-in, $1 million guarantee main event started today.
There's a lot of good ones.
Oh.
Leap into spring still going on.
Leap into spring. TexasCardHouse.com/Leap into spring series. I'm going to get more information about what's going on, but $1 million guarantee for $1,100. I know they got satellites going every day.
Every day.
Every day.
And of course, day 1 started today. Day 2 will be Sunday with final table on Monday, February 4th.
If you want start times and where to be and more details, 50,000 starting chips. I know that. $1,100 buy-in. Looks like the 10 a.m. flights over at Las Colinas and the 5 o'clock flights over here at TCH Dallas. But double check Poker Atlas. Poker Atlas is a great app. If you don't have it, get it. If you don't have it and you live in Texas, it is borderline criminal. I heard they were trying to outlaw anybody playing poker and not having Poker Atlas on their phone.
If you don't like Willie Nelson, you got to go to prison. Very similar to Poker Atlas.
That is, it's cliche for a reason.
Dean.
Dean. Oh, Dean. Okay.
I was going to say, C-Mag might find one here to fold, and did it.
She did it.
Ace, deuce, 3, 5, absolute dust.
160 is now the best.
Ace, king, 10-3 with a suit here for DZ. Hayden, king, 9-6 deuce. Tosses into the muck. Helps the dealer out with a little extra push of the chips.
Walk it out, walk it out. Raise it up, take it down. Away we go.
Poker Atlas is a poker godsend, says Brian.
It's up there.
Agree. They should start their own poker tour.
Big one.
80 to go.
Countrywide.
Oh my God. They did. It is. Poker Atlas Tour coming to Vegas, Houston, Northern California, Southern California, Florida. Rumor has it we might, they might, even take a trip out of the country. Visit our friends of the North. Hey.
Hey. Go in the wintertime.
Pass. 10-9-9-7 double suited for Hayden. That's a pretty looking hand. Sorry, Mirko.
10-9-9-7 double suited. Makes it look good.
Double suited. Oh, I like this part. I like when we know, but he doesn't yet. It's my favorite.
That Catalan spa they have downtown is amazing. That full plunge, steam room, super upscale.
So here we go. Kim said these double suited liners. That's what you
It's called the Catalyst. It's in the hotel.
He's talking about the spa.
10-9-9-7.
Might be when you get after it, and he will definitely see a flop.
Hayden calls, has the button. We're going to see a flop. 5-3-8. Action flop. Just kidding.
Yeah, the best Hayden could do here is a gutter ball. If that was a 6, we might be able to see some action, but it's a 5.
Got backdoor flush draws, backdoor straight draws, set draw.
That is 720.
All right, Mirko leading out pretty strong here with 720.
Excuse me.
This would be for most of Hayden's stack.
Curtis, 1-2 PLO.
So yeah, you can see Hayden there with only 800,000. Makes it a little easier for Mirko to make this large sizing. Basically saying, let's get it in or not.
And it's
he
going.
will. Hayden's going to
Gets
go
called.
for it.
Let's see. I mean, it is.
6 or 9, I know that. Let's see here.
It is very
So
close.
yes, he will be looking for a 6 or a 9.
Gut shot, backdoor draws, pair draws.
Oh,
that helps.
diamond on the turn.
That gives some extra outs. Queen is not going to do it, though. The pair of kings is going to hold. Hayden is going to be our 4th place finisher.
4th place finisher for Hayden.
Nice run, Hayden. He gets
run.
12,350. Every player out there just made $3,250
Down to 3 hands, guaranteed 15,600 now.
That is beautiful.
Sweet run for Hayden, one of our favorite Omaha players here in Dallas. He'll be back to crushing cash games before we know it.
Yeah, I have a feeling he will be back.
And, of course, that is the Hayden we see on several of the local streams around town.
That we do.
Including ours.
Just leave it on table, it's fine. Thanks. Yes.
GG with the sad face from Kim. It was indeed GG.
You're the 40, and it is your action.
You guys want to work out some sort of deal? I'd be open.
Sorry, Mirko with some more kings. Raise to 200. C-Mag.
Yeah. And Kim was coaching throughout that hand in the chat. It's getting 3-1, has to call.
Yeah, just leave it at the table.
Good game. Hayden, we're down to 3.
Thanks, Hayden.
Sorry, Mirko, C-Mag, and Deanne, known as DZ, in the 1 seat.
Kim says he literally just texted me. He's jumping in a PLO cash game. Who loves it?
Well, we
more?
mentioned that it might be pretty quick.
Yeah. Pretty quick. C-Mag thinking about it here. GG's for Hayden from Drake in the chat. Off to work he goes.
It's not me. I'm just thinking.
Margaret thinking about it here.
Margaret thinking about getting a little bit spicy here. All right, she'll fold.
Do you want to look at making a deal, or you want to play it out? It's your call. I'm either making a deal now or playing it out the whole way.
Don't want to chop it 3 ways?
No. I see.
It's ICO chip. It's like chip.
That's fair to friendly.
Exactly.
That's fair for me. Can we pause for like 5 minutes?
They want to take a 5-minute break.
Or whatever.
You gotta only play 1 round?
Not really. Either
Devin.
way. Do it or don't.
Okay, whatever.
Donovan.
Alright, there's 31.
I'll tell you mine on you.
There's 27, 10.
Donovan.
How many chips do you have?
5-minute break. No? Okay. The clock is going to continue going, guys. Just letting you guys know. Okay.
It should be about $22. 67, 310 in the prize pool. Between us 3.
10, 11,
Okay, looks like they're taking a little break here to talk ICM, perhaps talk about a chop, talk about a deal. I don't know if we're going to be able to hear what they're saying, but look at that look on C-Man. Stone Cold Killer. Okay, while they do this, hold on, they left me in here for a second, so I'm going to figure out how to push some of these buttons. Put stuff up that way. Oh, yeah, I think I got it. Let's see. Here's what we're playing right now. Here at TCH in Dallas, Pot Limit Omaha, 100,000 guaranteed tournament. Here's the payouts. Here's what we got going. There's 3 players left. Everyone's guaranteed $15,600. 31,000 for first. 3 players left. They're talking about a deal. Here we go. Not sure how much longer I'm going to be in here, so I'm doing one more plug for the Poker Atlas Tour at Texas Card House in Houston. Please come see me. Come play a tournament. Come hang out. Let's do, or, you know, if you can't make it, then join me in the chat, because I'm sure I'll be doing this during some of that time there also. But 16 events, everything you could possibly want, over $1 million in guarantees. If I hear them talking, we'll go back over. I don't want to miss any if we can hear it.
I have a mic over here.
That's what I want.
They know potting.
I want the trophy.
Oh, I figured out how to get it to go away. Okay, perfect. All right, as you can see, they're pulling out calculators. They're talking about it. At this point in the tournament, if the players want to, they can, of course, decide to chop the prize pool based on chips or chop based on whatever they want. As long as all 3 agree, they can do whatever they want to. There is a trophy here. There's some bragging rights.
Will you agree to? I can take the trophy.
Sounds like Margaret is asking for the trophy, if I heard it right.
I don't do the numbers for you.
Oh, Donovan's giving them the numbers?
You can do it on stage if you have it.
All right, it looks like everybody has counted out their chip stacks. Talking about possible ICM chops, I understand.
That is what they are talking about.
I say, Paper, rock, scissors for the trophy. I'm with Tara. So we are 3-handed. A lot of money to talk about. So pretty good payout here for a PLO tournament. 3-handed.
There's the numbers they're talking about. That's what, 51, 66-ish? 67?
66,000 still in play at least, yeah.
That's great. All right, thank you for having me in here. I'm going to let you finish this off. You got this.
Hammer, you the man. Thanks for coming in, man.
You let me know what happens. I'm gonna see if I can make it home in time to watch the end of this. But I gotta put my kids to bed.
There you go, man. That's way cooler than hanging out here.
Check it. One more plug. Over $1 million in guarantees. Texas Card House, Houston, Texas. Off of Westheimer. I'll be there next month, April 10th through 22nd. Looking forward to it. More stops coming up. More stops at Texas Card House coming up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get ready for it.
Texas Card House and Poker Atlas, great combination.
The Tour of Texas, Poker Atlas Tour. Look at Donovan. Look at that dome. He's ready. He's ready to help in any way necessary. What a guy.
Well, thanks for swinging by. The chat loved you.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate being here. I'm happy to come back, do this anytime y'all want.
Yeah, man.
It's
Appreciate
my pleasure. We'll see ya.
Later, brother.
I don't really care about the
It goes to the chip leader.
Oh, I have to take it. Well, apparently...
The trophy goes to whoever gets most of the money.
There you go. And you could hear Donovan say there that the trophy would go to whoever gets the most money.
You good?
Which is kind of disappointing to this crew because it sounded like they were willing to give CMAG the trophy and
If you don't want to do it, that's fine.
and make a chop deal.
Yeah. You can take I mean, I honestly think I'm taking the worst of it here. So, I got 20 seconds here, or I'm just going to say no deal.
So yeah, we can see those chip stacks. The fellas have chipped up quite a bit here. Like, sorry, Mirko.
Just thinking about it. In 3 minutes, I'm saying let's play.
You know what it was, I think.
So on ICM chop.
Alright, we're done. When Hayden was moving the button.
All right, it looks like.
Just bring the chips forward, guys. Where, Donovan, where do you want the picture to be taken at?
No, we're playing.
Looks like Mirko's ready to play. All right, sorry, Mirko.
I didn't say no. Y'all said let's play.
I mean, we've wasted 8 minutes. Yes or no? You got the numbers. You don't want to do it?
Whatever y'all want. I just wanted the trophy, but like he said he wins it.
The only way you're going to get to win the trophy is if you actually win. Yeah.
Okay.
To play it?
So it looks like the trophy goes to
I know y'all really wanted that.
either the first place finisher or the person that chops with the highest amount of ICM. Most chips in play. But we are back in action. We're going to continue play here. Three-handed. 40,000, 80,000 are the blinds.
280.
And C-Mag's going to jump right back into action, leading us off with a pot from the button. Ace, king, queen, 5. All right, fold from the blind. She'll take it down. And just like that, we are back at it. Aggression frequency. Graphics right there. C-Mag at 74%. All of these people, not much limping there. The percentage is up pretty high. It will open up like they're supposed to. Now DZ will raise it up this time with the suited ace-10. Deuce 4 also in his holdings. Suited Broadway with some wheel cards. C-Mag will come along to the flop. 7-7-4. Once again, special shout out to Justin Hammer. Thanks for coming in. Poker Atlas Tournament Director and extraordinaire. He's hanging out up here at TCH Dallas, playing in some of these tournaments. Good to see him swing in and say hello to us. All right, so after the timeout, we are cruising right along. Hand 107 of this final table. Sorry, Mirko. A little raggy on the button. Let's see if we're getting into the action mode here. Indeed, we are. 200,000. Queen 9, 5-3. It is double suited. C-Mag's going to call the 200,000 with 3 aces in her hand. Suited clubs.
3 players.
Queen 5-5. Mirko with the button special here. Raised it up with queen 9, 5-3 and gets a flop of queen 5-5. He has flopped a boat. And C-Mag goes firing with her aces. Could we see danger here? A queen on the turn. Interesting card. Really a bad card for aces. If the flop wasn't bad enough, this one's pretty rough too.
1 point.
And all in. We have Rip City from C-Mag. Sorry, Mirko going to make the easy call, and she will need the last ace here to stay alive. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, Mirko is full. He has filled up the last ace. The only card. Caleb S. Shout out to RJ, the best dealer at TCH. Thank you, buddy. King of Diamonds on the river. No help to C-Mag, and just like that, folks, we are down to 2 players. Heads up. Caleb S., shout out to you, brother, for bagging in the $1 million tournament. He's in our chat giving me a shout out. Shout out to you, brother. Well done. Appreciate that. And we will see you Sunday in day 2. Congrats on the bag, brother. What a hot mess right here. C-Mag is now eliminated in 3rd place.
I think we'll chop it. Okay. Oh, you guys gonna do the numbers right now? Okay, cool. Just the clock is still running.
So now the fellas might be talking a little bit about ICM chop. As Mag has been eliminated, we'll see those payouts here real quick. C-Mag finishes in 3rd place, $15,600 for her prize. A great run, really put on a show here in the final table. A 3rd place finish might be a little disappointing, but great run. Has a lot to be proud of for that finish. So the guys here, $31,000 and $20,000, 1st and 2nd. For the fellas. And it looks like they are indeed counting down their chips.
Minus 3.3.
Yeah, 10,000.
So I have 700, or I would have 7.5.
So great question from Tara Grantham in the chat. Question what the difference between TCH Social and TCH. TCH stands for Texas Card House. We have a Texas Card House location in Dallas. There's 2 in the Dallas area. Texas Card House Dallas and TCH Social. So that's just the 2 different names for the 2 clubs here in Dallas. About 14 minutes apart. One in the Las Colinas area over by Irving and the airport. And then the TCH Dallas location here near I-35 and I-635 off of Harry Hines Boulevard. Hopefully I answered that question fair enough for you, Tara. And while these guys are counting it out, one more time I'm going to hit a couple of promotions for you.
Oh, it's all good, bro.
Don't forget, March 6th through the 17th, the Spring Classic. This will feature a $400,000 guaranteed main event for a $600 buy-in. This is the Spring location, Texas Card House, coming up soon, very soon, just March 6th through the 17th. So that'll actually be before the Poker Atlas at the Westheimer location.
Thank you.
All right, we're getting an update on the payouts here. So we have agreed to a chop here.
I grew up in Oregon, so. Yeah.
It looks like the 4-seat, sorry Mirko, will officially be our champ. He's taking home $27,000, nearly $28,000, as DZ will take home a prize nearly $24,000. So a nice friendly chop there. Looks like they played for a little more than $3K. We're going to have a $28,000 winner and a $24,000 winner or so. So congrats to those guys, and that will conclude our broadcast here today on TCH Live. Thank you all so very much. Don't forget those tournaments coming up in Spring, Texas, Houston, Texas. The 9 for $99 special ends this week, tomorrow, here in Dallas. So thanks for joining us, TCH Live. We'll see you next time. We're out.
And then the next hand, he said, you have to